We're not lighting beams. Okay? Oh, so I hit start streaming, and then immediately my nose starts itching. We love it, don't we? So let me itch my nose a little bit. I'm sorry, it's not gross. It was just a little tingle, a little tickle. We're not lighting beams, dude. All right. Hey, Kings, good job, dude. When's the parade? All right. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. So I'm not going to hear it. La 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 la, dude. All right, we're going to talk about some sports memorabilia stuff. I got some pickups I want to show you guys, a little show and tell action. You know how I like to do it. Look, man, I love this kind of stuff. So I want to show it off, dude. I want to share it with you guys. So sue me. Sue me. Get your lawyer and sue me, dude. I'm going to show you some pickups. That's what I'm going to do. Diosa, what up? Jack, what up? JD, what up? Happy New Year. Woo! Let's start off 2025 right. Okay? Peace to you, everybody. All right, we're going to talk about some memorabilia. We're going to talk about some pickups. And then, I don't know. I don't have anything like concrete I really wanted to talk about. I already went on a rant on the Discord today, so I'm ranted out a little bit. And then, I don't know, whatever you guys feel like talking about, you know, how you been? How the kids? How's the family? You know what I mean? How's work? You know, we'll yap a little bit. I don't know. What do you want me to do? What's up, Deuce? Happy New Year. The 49ers season is over, okay? We knew it was over, right? It's been over. I didn't even watch the game today. I watched some highlights, but I was sleeping through most of it. I'm not going to lie to you folks, okay? I don't get on here and lie. That's not what I do. I just didn't care. We'll regroup, okay? I still believe in the 49ers. I'm still faithful. I still love them. They hurt me immensely, but I love them, okay? The Warriors lost tonight. They got beat down. It was terrible, but I still love them. Okay? First live stream of the year? Wait, is it? Last week was, oh shoot, you're right. Last week was before New Year's. Whoa, I didn't even realize that. This is the first 2025 thing. I'm not watching Vikings Lions. Should I be? I was watching Warriors Kings, which just ended. That's why the stream's a little late. I was watching the Warriors lose by 30 or whatever the final ended up being. Did Ricky play good today? Did he play good? I mean, I definitely liked what I saw last week. So, it's good. I picked up a bunch of bobbleheads and Gilroy today on the way. Dude, you need to tell me your Gilroy spot and I need to steal some of those from you. Because every time you come up to the bay and head back, you get pickups. Did I get any bobbleheads? Yeah, I got a couple I'll show you guys. Here's the thing, kids. All right, and this is serious. You know, I'm a very serious man. I was never really a bobblehead guy. Like, they were cool, but I didn't really get bobbleheads. I mean, not that I didn't understand that. I'm saying I didn't really like go out of my way to procure bobbleheads. I have, you know, one like Klay Thompson from like 2013, just some random little ones that fell in my lap. But then because of Gabriel, because of Bay Area throwbacks, I started getting bobbleheads and now I just can't stop. This is what happens when you introduce someone that has addiction in his family DNA and hoarding. I'm a hoarder. Look at the shelf behind me. It's just stuff, dude. We got stuff. Hey, any of you folks in the market for stuff? Because I got it. Okay? I get stuff. Now, just from this shot right now, you can see a handful of bobbleheads, right? Thanks to Natalie, I got that Marshawn Lynch Oakland Roots up there. Right? I got, oops, wrong way. I got Satchel Paige. I got Vita Blue right there. I got Joe DiMaggio, San Francisco Seals right there. Like, oh, we're bobbling out, dude. We're bobbling out. And there's more off the screen that you can't see. There's a Willie Mays. There's an old school A's. There's a Barry Bonds somewhere. I think I moved it. Or someone stole it. Oh, here it is. All right, I showed you guys last week. All right, we got Barry. Like, what do you want from me, dude? I'm a hoarder, and I have addiction in my family history, dude. And you guys open the floodgates, and I will never forgive you. Peace Tea, everybody. Not sponsored, but it can be. Business email in the description. If any of the fine folks over at Peace Tea are tuned in and you want help expanding to the West Coast, I can be your West Coast spokesperson. Let me know. Delicious. Peace Tea. Now, I hate when the lip of the thing or the opening is this side and then this side is this, because that doesn't look as cool as if I was sipping it like this. You know, that would be much better for the commercial. So bear with me, dude. Not sponsored, but it can be. I am open to sponsorship from the fine folks over at Peace Tea. All right. We're a big deal here, dude. I'm better than Kai Cenat. So that's what it is. It was a bummer of a game. Bay Area Throwbacks, I love your vids. He just put out a new vid today. I haven't watched it yet, but it's his Warriors bobbleheads, so go tune in. He has an incredible collection. 2016 team issued Antoine Bethea jersey for $90. Nice. Think McCaffrey will be traded? I don't see us trading him. I mean, it's possible, I guess. I don't really see us trading him. Unless, like, if he wasn't healthy, we might release him, but that wouldn't happen until next spring, I don't think. Yeah. What's up, Jenny? Where did you say you got bobbleheads? All over the place. Some are giveaways. I got the Vita Blue at the last Battle of the Bay. Satchel Paige, Gabriel got for me. Natalie gave me the Marshawn Lynch up there. I just bought the Joe DiMaggio San Francisco Seals. I get them from all over the place. But I've been going stupid on eBay. And Diosa, I didn't forget Bobble Cheeks. It's just that Bobble Cheeks, you have to give it space. You have to let it breathe. It's not something I can just put in a list. It stands out too much. It needs its own segment. You know what I mean? But since you brought it up, Bobble Cheeks, everybody. Here we go. We got head bobble in action. We got cheek bobble in action. And that's just what it is. This is a very serious channel. We're better than Kai Cenat. Okay? We're better than Kai Cenat. And that's just what it is. I like the McFarlane figures more than the bobbleheads, but I want some of the old 60s, 70s, 49ers bobbleheads. Yeah, so, I got some of the McFarlane figures. I have one I was going to show off today, but the other ones I'm going to wait because I have to glue a piece together that broke. The McFarlane figures, I'm not going to lie, they're very hit or miss for me. Some of them just don't look like the person. And if you're going for realism, you got to nail it. Either nail it or don't put it out. You know what I mean? Like very high standards for something that's going for realism. Bobbleheads, less of a standard because, they're goofy, they're fun, they're cartoony. They don't need to look like exact replicas of that person. But with McFarlane, some of them are so bad, actually. And some of them are incredible. I have one, I'm not going to show it today because I got to space this stuff out. I have one McFarlane figure that I just got a couple weeks ago. Phenomenal. It looks like the person was shrunk down. It looks like they're standing. It's actually on my kitchen counter right now. It looks like they shrunk. I'm not going to say who it is. It looks like they shrunk them down and they're just over there in my kitchen. What's up, Vince? Mr. Throwback's mission to make you broke but happy. Yeah, they screwed me. This extended CMC is not going anywhere. Yeah, I mean, the extensions don't mean a whole lot, though, when, certain things happen. But, Yeah, so I don't see us trading him, but I could see if he's not, depending on how he comes back from this injury. You know what I mean? I could see us making some changes. But I hope not. Bobbleheads often look more realistic for sure. Yeah, I mean, bobbleheads, sometimes they look great, sometimes they're off, but it's like, I just don't, it's like it doesn't bother me as much. But with McFarland, they got to be accurate. They got to be accurate if you're going for realism. Thank you. San Jose Giants, 30-year patch. 30 Giant seasons for the San Jose Giants. Nice little pickup. I got this recently. I wish I could have seen Bryce Eldridge when he played for them, but he's moving up through the ranks too fast. Watching the Trey Lance highlights. Not many highlights. Someone said, I didn't see the game, but I heard that Trey Lance was airing some throws out. I don't know. Look, good luck to Trey Lance, but if you guys have followed this live stream in this channel, then you would know that I never believed in Trey Lance, and I was not happy with the pick. And I kind of thought he was going to be a bust. But I'm never rooting against anyone. Okay? I'm never rooting against anyone. I want them all to succeed and take care of their families and make some money. You know what I mean? So I was never rooting against Trey Lance, but gosh darn, did I not believe in him or what? My goodness. Lions just scored 31-9. Good job, Vikings. Vikings are already in the playoffs, though, right? I'll be honest. Like, once the Niners were out of it, I kind of haven't been paying too much attention. It's like the double whammy of the Niners being out of it and then the Chiefs just like steamrolling. Although, they got whooped handedly today, but it didn't matter to them. So, got to see Bryce Eldridge once for the San Jose Giants. Oh, how cool! You told me about that game. You didn't tell me Bryce Eldridge was there. What else is going on? Corbin Burns went to the Diamondbacks. Did we talk about that last week? I don't remember. Some Hyesung Kim, or however you say his name, went to the Dodgers, of course. What's his name? Sasaki or whatever is still not decided. I don't know, dude. What else is going on? We already talked about Mike Brown, right? Kings are stupid. Yeah, we talked about that. All right. What's up, Jennifer? Both teams are going to make the playoffs. They're playing for the number 1 seed. Oh, I didn't realize that. He actually went like 0-4 with 3 Ks or something like that when I went. Oh, man. That's like the first time I saw Shohei Ohtani with the Angels. He didn't do anything. That was my fault, not Peace T's fault. So I didn't do it right. I didn't drink right. But Peace Tea, everybody, not sponsored, but it can be. Business email in the description if Peace Tea wants to partner up. Usually I save the cup rankings for later on in this show. But I only have one today. I actually have more to do, but I put them away. I'm going to just wait and do them another time. But I had a funny story, and I forgot to tell you guys this. But when I went to the Warriors game a couple weeks ago, we did the video. I can't drink right, folks. That was my fault, not Peace Tea's fault. Not Peace Tea's fault at all. Peace Tea is a very quality beverage, and it would never make you cough. This is all me, not connected to that. So Peace Tea, we can still partner up. Missed a good one. Which one? Bryce Eldridge play against the Modesto Nuts. Oh, cool. Three out of 4, 2 home runs and a double. The kid's nice. Let's hope he can keep it up and translate to the MLB. What's up, JBM? Hunter Renfroe behind the head. What? Oh my God! What about the Patriots coach, Jeremiah? Oh yeah, he's gone. That was a terrible choice, I thought. Anyways, but whatever. What's up, Jake? Yes, it is. Yeah, Jennings, he got thrown out, right? That's fine. He went out swinging. I like it. First time I saw Ohtani him throw his first ever pitch in MLB through 103. Goodness. Jeez. You're going to go to the Giants Matt Chapman Gold Glove bobblehead they're giving out next season? I would like to. I want to see what it looks like. But yeah, I saw that one. Look cool. I mean, sounds cool. So yeah, I feel like the Gold Glove bobbleheads are always really cool. So I'm assuming it'll look cool. But anyways, when I went to the Warriors game, my buddy Brandon was getting up to go get some food. And he was like, "You want anything?" I was like, "Can you just get me like a soda with a souvenir cup?" And he came back and he handed me this cup. And there was nothing in it. And he said, they only sold the souvenir cups. You couldn't fill them. Now, I don't know if it was just lost in translation. This is like a beer cup. And they were like, it can only be beer. Or if they legitimately just sell the souvenir cups by themselves with no beverage in it. I don't know. Either way, I got this souvenir cup from Chase Center. So the graphic it's okay. I'm not super thrilled with the graphic. The colors are cool. I would say it would be cooler if the background blue was like a darker blue, so that the Chase Center kind of stood out more and didn't just get lost in the graphic. But I've obviously, like I said, I always like when it tells you where you got it from, right? I prefer that over just having like the Warriors logo, because then it's like, well, where'd you get it from? I don't know. They hid the seam well of the graphic, right? So yeah, the graphic overall I like. It's just kind of plain. It's kind of bland. It doesn't have anything about the team, which means that they could just sell this for any event. So, what I'd like to see is, where'd you get the cup? What'd you get it for? That's what I want to see, right? So I want to see Chase Center and I want to see Warriors. I would want to see Chase Center and Valkyries when the time comes, right? So this doesn't have anything about the Warriors at all. So this cup, I'm sure they could sell when Joe Coy is there, or Paramore, right? So that's gonna knock it down. The build quality is really nice, but it's a smaller cup, so overall, it's fine. It's fine. At least it doesn't have huge sponsorships, but I'm gonna give this. I'll give it a 6.5 only because it doesn't have sponsorships. So that bumped it up a little bit. But otherwise, it's like a 5.5 or 6 cup. It's fine. To me, that's kind of middle of the road. Better than nothing. Better than the cups that just don't try to do anything. But it's also just very forgettable. Very forgettable. What do you guys think? You come back strong next year, where the Super Bowl is going to be. Yeah, I don't know. I'd rather we win the Super Bowl elsewhere than just home. But obviously I just want to win the Super Bowl. But it's also because I want to go to a Super Bowl, but I don't want to go to my first Super Bowl and have it be at the stadium right down the street from me that I go to all the time. I want to have to fly to New Orleans or something, Yeah, souvenir cup with no filler. I mean, what? I don't get it. I don't know if the person didn't understand. There was some sort of miscommunication, but they gave me this. I mean, at least it's unused. That's cool. But yeah, I'll say 6.5 just because I'm thankful they didn't just throw a bunch of sponsors on it, because they could have did that. So they got a little bonus, a little boost there. But otherwise, very forgettable. Very forgettable cup. Unlike this beautiful graphic on this peace tee. I mean, goodness gracious, that's nice. And I mean, maybe even better than the graphic is how delicious and refreshing it is. You kind of got the best of both worlds there. So, not sponsored, but it can be. Business email in the description. All right. Yeah, no, it has nice colors. So, yeah, 6.5. It's to me, middle of the road is 5 to 6 is, well, obviously that's right in the middle. 5 to 6 cup is fine. I'm not like on that video game rating system where anything below like an 8 is terrible. To me, a 5 or 6 is, doable. So a little bump just for being, not just plastered with sponsors and being a very solid build. What else is going on, folks? Huh? What else is up, dude? Talk to me, dude. Talk to me, because I don't know what to talk about today. I do have stuff to show you guys, but, Hey, if you're in Sacramento, go outside and see the beam. Woo! All right, enjoy it. Enjoy it. I already went on a rant about the Kings in the Discord today, so I'm not going to do it again. But join the Discord if you'd like to see some rants and raving of a lunatic madman. If you enjoy the if you enjoy the unhinged rantings and ravings of a lunatic, join the Discord. You know what's cool is every once in a while, just like the algorithm will just pick up like an old video, and the last week or so it picked up my old Musée Mécanique video from Fisherman's Wharf. So been getting a lot of views and comments on it, which has been fun to read. After, I put that video out years ago at this point. But that's one of my favorite places in San Francisco. So I do plan on, again, this was in the Discord, but I plan on a bunch of San Francisco history videos this year. I would like to get out to Gold Country again for a nice Gold Country trip. I told you guys I did get the Frontier Airlines Go Wild Pass or whatever it's called. I want to see if it's worth it. If you guys haven't heard about it, it's basically a year-long pass for Frontier Airlines, unlimited flights. And if you bought it early, which I did, it was only $300 for the whole year. It's extremely limited though. Like you can't really use it to plan ahead. Like you really gotta be on a spur of the moment trip. So like you can only get tickets like 24 hours in advance or something like that. So it's very difficult to use, but I figure if I get 2 or 3 flights out of it, it kind of pays itself. And it gives me a reason to like push myself to go somewhere. So what I'm planning on using it for is like go to like, Denver to see a Rockies game and go check off that stadium, stuff like that, right? And just go last minute. Maybe if Bryce Eldridge gets called up, I'll go fly out to Milwaukee for his first game or something. I just want to use it like that, and just maybe it'll keep me on my toes, and I can at least get a handful of flights out of it and make it be worth my while. And then I'm thinking that maybe I'll kind of document that whole thing and then put out a video like, was it worth it? And then see if that, is valuable to people from the channel. So for next year, they can, decide if they would like to join in. Of course, I got it by myself, right? So like I'll have to go everywhere on my own. So if you plan like a big trip, it's definitely not worth it. Or if you're going with multiple people that don't have the passes, then it might not be worth it because you'd have to fly separate. There's a lot of hurdles you got to jump through, but I'm going to see if it's worth it. I figured for $300, I'll gamble on it for this year and see if it can get me to a couple more stadiums or events or something, or just even some random history. Let's say I have a couple days off from work or something, or a long weekend, maybe I can be like, oh, I'm going to go to this random state and film this history thing. I don't know. We'll see. Let's talk about that dumpster fire of a season for the 49ers. I don't really want to talk about it, man. I'm not going to lie, dude. It hurts, dude. Look, the boys need rest, okay? The boys need a long off season. Kick up your feet, boys, and rest. And let's come back next year, locked and loaded. Yeah, the season sucked, dude. I think, at least for me, I know a lot of people, like, we kind of in the back of our head after, losing the Super Bowl. I think we all kind of thought like, I hope we don't have one of those Super Bowl hangover years. So it's like I'm kind of not shocked either, unfortunately. And it's like after the heartbreak of the Super Bowl, dude, like the Super Bowl against the Ravens was really difficult. 2019 against the Chiefs was really difficult. And the Super Bowl was in early 2020, and then the world went crazy. So like, everything shut down. So it just kind of like took our minds off it, especially because it affected all the leagues and sports and everything. So I really feel like last year's Super Bowl was the hardest loss. It was the hardest loss, I think. Ugh. Like it still bothers me. It still hurts so bad. I don't know if I'll ever be over that one. I don't know if I'll ever be over it. Especially like when the Chiefs had so many things go their way. I mean, no holding calls at all. And we're watching them, wrap their arms around Nick Bosa's neck. His big, strong, beautiful, chiseled neck, dude. Glistening with sweat. Slightly tanned. Dude. You know what I mean? Like, dude. Like, honestly feels like that. And then when we lost against the Eagles the year before, because, like, that was just not even saying we should have won or anything. Like, the Eagles still could have won, but we didn't even get a chance. Like, the chance was ripped from us at the beginning of the game. And so it's like it'll never sit right. Like, if I die and become a ghost because of unfinished business, it might be because of that championship game against the Eagles, Like, my ghost will forever be stuck because we didn't get a fair shake in that game. Losing all our quarterbacks. Like, so you brought up so much trauma, Jim. Kendrick Lamar walking in New Orleans saying mustard. Oh, man. Niners, Warriors, Giants, Sharks all day. For real. Oakland Roots, Oakland Ballers, Oakland Soul, Golden State Valkyries, Bay Area Panthers. What other teams are there? Wouldn't mind going to Denver, Seattle, or Chicago. I mean, I want to go everywhere. You know what I mean? What's up, Shot Simple? Happy New Year. You got a new lens. Awesome. That reminds me, too, of the post office. Everyone who won a giveaway last week, I still haven't sent stuff. Apologies, just waiting to get paid. And make sure if you haven't yet, you send me your address. Make sure if you won one of the items. I have them all put aside. I actually just saved boxes and got some like packaging stuff. So that's all ready to go. I just got to wait to get paid so I can pay for the labels. But yeah, make sure if you didn't yet, send me your info. And then I will send them out either like mid this week, or I might have to wait for the next week when my paycheck gets in officially, but it depends. But look, bear with me, dude. It's free gifts. All right, bear with me. Be patient, dude. All right? Jeez. And not to mention, you guys will see I'm broke because I've been buying my grails, dude. So, you'll see. And look, we're a family, dude. So, what's mine is yours. So, when I get cool stuff, you guys basically get cool stuff too. Okay? And that's why I show it off. Shout out to Gabe and Mrs. Gabe. Seeing them pop up on fan cam was the best part of 30 Point Below. I actually missed that part. I did not see them. See next season's schedule? Yeah, dude, next season's schedule. So the fan part of me is happy because it's like, all right, looks like potentially a very soft schedule unless any of those teams like, turn around and have a hot year. But then as a season ticket holder, I'm like, oh, goodness gracious, I'm not going to be able to sell any of my tickets. I'm going to have to. And they raise the prices so much. I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, my God. Oh, he's in dire straits, folks. Like, you raised the ticket prices on me for the Jaguars and Panthers, dude? We don't get any major teams at home. We don't have the Packers, the Eagles, the Cowboys. We don't get the Bengals. We don't get the Bills, dude. We don't get the Ravens. We don't get the Steelers. Like, we don't get any teams that sell tickets. Oh. So I'm probably going to a lot of games. Oh, someone had a great idea, though. I talked to someone yesterday that had a great idea. And let me share it with you guys. All these grails will be the end of the year giveaways. No. All right. I have a great idea. So when I was giving away 49er tickets, right? All right. I got the season tickets because I wanted to do giveaways. I wanted to hook people up. And I also wanted it to like help promote the channel. Now that was a failure. An immense failure. Oh, the biggest failure. I was doing giveaways on Instagram for 49er tickets worth $500 to $600. And I would get 9 entries. And 2 of them were basically scammers. Scammers that did nothing but enter giveaways on Instagram. So it did not help promote my channel. I think one of the giveaways actually like picked up a little steam and got some eyes. Other than that, every giveaway was an immense failure when it came to like helping get eyes on the channel or just on our Instagram. Like they were dead in the water. Okay. Now I don't like to be generous or do things just for like attention, but financially my justification for being able to give away tickets worth $500 to $600 a pop was it's helping promote my channel and my brand and business I'm trying to build here. And part of that brand and business is that I want to be generous and do giveaways, right? So it's supposed to, we're shaking hands, right? Between entertainment and philanthropy and a little bit of business, right? But I'm not a major capitalist, so I'm not trying to just rake in dough. I'm trying to be generous, and so we're all shaking hands. We all made a deal, right? Me, business, philanthropy, generosity, fandom, experience, right? We're all shaking hands. We're in a circle shaking hands, smiling at each other. But that didn't work out. Okay? So if I'm able to financially budget and give away these tickets, like there has to be a reason, right? And that reason was not panning out. Now if I just had it like that, then I would just give away tickets. But I don't have it like that. I really don't. Okay? So it was hard to justify giving away these tickets. But another thing is the philanthropy part, right? Because we're all in the circle, we're all shaking hands. Me, philanthropy, business, experiences, fun, right? Friendship, kindness, love, generosity, right? Empathy, inclusivity, right? All these things. We're all shaking hands. And I'm sorry. I'm so funny to me. And I wish there was at least 4 other people on planet Earth that found me as funny as I find myself. And I know that's pathetic. I do. But goodness gracious. So anyways, we're all shaking hands. The generosity and philanthropy part, right? What I always wanted to do with my tickets was to be able to hook people up that couldn't otherwise normally go to games. So in my head, I'm thinking of like a single parent that can't afford to take their kid to a Niner game and their kid's a huge fan. And here I come in, I swoop in, right? I swoop in like I swoop in like Aquaman, right? and I say, "Here's 2 tickets, sir or madam, single parent with your child that you want to take to a game, but it's been a tough winter season for you and you haven't foraged enough nuts and berries to get you through. Here's tickets. You guys enjoy and have fun. I hope it's awesome. Go Niners," right? That's what I think about. I swoop in like Robin. All right. I swoop in like Silver Surfer with 2 tickets. That was always what I wanted to do. But, you know, you can't control who enters the contest, so it's not always like that. Now, I'm not saying anyone who won didn't deserve it. Sure. But, like, you know, a lot of people who won, they've been to a bunch of games. I've seen them at games. Like, I know they go to games. It wasn't like I was giving this opportunity to someone that otherwise doesn't have that opportunity. And I would like to do that more, right? So I was always like at an impasse. Like, how do I, at least some of the tickets I give away, how do I get them into the hands of someone who otherwise couldn't have that experience? And I couldn't figure it out for the last few years. I couldn't figure it out. Like, what do I do? Like, because like doing a contest on like Instagram, for example, is super hard to verify. Anyone can make an account. Like I said, there was already scam accounts like entering the giveaways. There were scam accounts pretending to be me, DMing people like, "Hey, you won. Send me your identity. Hey, transfer your bank account to me. You won the tickets." Right? So it's like, how do you do it? And someone gave me a brilliant idea that I didn't even think about, dude. My thick skull did not allow this information to be blended up and sifted through and figured out in my own brain. I needed someone else outside of this thick skull to drill it in. And that was to like go find a nonprofit and try to partner with them. So that's what I'm going to try to do next year. I'm going to try to find like a nonprofit who works with, you know, say families or whatever, and see, hey, is there a way we can do like a partnership? I have this many Niner tickets. I would like to give them to people who otherwise couldn't do it, and we can just partner up. We can do a joint giveaway or whatever on their social medias or whatever, and then I can feel very happy about the people who get the tickets. Not to say I love hooking people up. I do. I just would also like to be able to hook up people that aren't at the game every week. What's up, Angel? Lions beat the Vikings, so the Lions will be the number 1 seed. Dang. What's up, Marie? So anyways, does that make sense, guys? All right. And if anyone knows a nonprofit that works with like underprivileged families, stuff like that, let me know so that I can send them a proposal to try to hook people up with 49ers tickets. I don't know why I never thought of that before. I'm over here trying to do it on my own, dude. And I'm a big dummy. How am I supposed to figure that out? You know? How am I supposed to figure that out? Dude, there's certain foods I don't even know what's in it, dude. Foods I eat all the time. I'm like, what is in this, dude? And I'm supposed to figure out how to help people? Shoot. There's 8 games. Yeah, 8 or 9 now with that added week. So it depends. I don't know if it alternates every year, I guess. And then plus 1 or 2 preseason games as well. And usually I get access to training camp tickets. So, you know. So yeah, this year I didn't give away. I don't know what tickets I gave away this year. I don't think I did any regular season games. I gave away preseason games and I gave away training camp tickets. But because of all those things I just mentioned, I did not do full giveaways because it wasn't helping my channel. I couldn't justify it financially. And then also I was just like, am I just going to give tickets to people that are there all the time anyways? I might as well just go or give them to people I know or try to sell them. But next year, now that I have that idea, maybe I can hook people up again. So that'll be cool. Hopefully. We'll see. Might fail. I fail a lot. That's what we do here. We fail. Oh! But you know what? You know it's not a failure. Peace tea, everybody. I mean, we're talking tea plus lemonade here. Goodness gracious. Peace tea. Not sponsored, but it can be. Business email in the description. Hit me up if any of the fine folks over at Peace Tea are tuned in right now. All right. Oh, I forgot my lights, dude. Forgot my lights here. Doesn't even look good on the webcam. Oh, and the light's not working now. Oh, cool. Cool, lights stopped working. I'll have to fix that later. We're not happy about it. All right, we talked about the cup. I talked about Joe DiMaggio last week. Oh, I got another cool bobblehead here. Nice little pickup. This is from March 1st, 2014, retirement ceremony. All right, Jenny, get rest, get well soon. We may fail, but we're not dropping out of the race. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. March 1st, 2014, retirement ceremony. Allen Iverson. My favorite player of all time. Well, him and Latrell Sprewell, of course. And I hate to say it because I don't like to be a normie. But Steph Curry's probably on that list now, too. And I hate to say it. I don't like to be a normie, dude. But, oh, do I love me some Wardell. Anyways, let's not break this. It's an old school style bobblehead. 2001 MVP. Cool little bobblehead. I like his braids, you know. Yeah. It's me and AI hanging out. Huh? What do you think about that? Isn't that cool? I got this for super cheap too. I'm telling you guys, oh. The kid's good at eBay. The kid is good at eBay, dude. The kid knows what he's doing on eBay. Remember, who was here when I broke the Willie Mays bobblehead live on air? And then we were talking about the McFarlane stuff earlier. I got this also. Won it at auction. I got this for under $10. Got it for like $7-8. McFarlane, Allen Iverson. It's got his tattoos. It's got his sleeve. Wait, which shoes is he wearing? Hold on. Do I have a light? I don't have a light, folks. We're floundering here. I think that's the answer 3s. I don't remember. Yeah, I think it's the answer 3s. These are all black. I don't remember the all black ones, but yeah. So some of these McFarlane ones, like you guys were saying, are awesome. I think JD was saying. So this one's awesome because it looks really good. Some of them, though, I'm just not happy with. But this one, very happy with, especially getting this for like $7. Hey, the kid collects stuff now. He's a hoarder. He's bad with money management. And he's got an addiction, folks. Okay. I got another. This is different from the other one I showed you guys a couple weeks ago, but I got another Steve Young starting lineup. This one I only got for like a few bucks. I got this for like $3 or something. $3-4 plus shipping. It's got a poster. Comes with a poster. I might have to open it up just to get a look at the poster. Who else we got on the back? Falcons Dion. Warren Moon is pretty cool. Ooh, the Derek Thomas is awesome. That. I like the Warren Moon right here in the Oilers jersey. Ooh, Thurman Thomas is cool. He was one of my favorite running backs as a kid. And then the Derek Thomas up there is awesome. And I got to show you guys. So, all right, this is the funny thing about starting lineup, okay? This is the funny part about it, is they just reused, like, the same bodies, you know? Like, they would just reuse poses. So, like, all the quarterbacks would have, like, the same poses. You know, none of their bodies look like their actual body types. It's just reused. You know what I mean? Like, all the running backs would all look the same. Like, they would just reuse poses. It's very noticeable with like the baseball ones because their batting stances or their swings would be like totally wrong because they're just using generic ones, right? So I found the funniest starting lineup ever. I have not bought it yet, but I will buy it. I'm gonna wait to find it like under $10. Peace to you, everybody. Not sponsored, but it can be. Business email in the description. I haven't bought it yet. I showed this in the Discord, so if you're in the Discord, you've already seen this. But this is the funniest. Get ready, folks. All right, emergency broadcast, folks. Bram, 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 bram. All right, the funniest starting lineup of all time. Bram, 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 bram. Okay, the funniest starting lineup of all time. Bram, 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 bram. You guys ready? Okay, here it is. There it is, dude. Barry Bonds laying a bunt. So, whoever chose the poses for the starting lineups in 2000 was definitely a Dodgers fan. You know what I mean? I don't know if the starting lineup offices were in the greater Los Angeles area or what was going on. But to choose out of all the poses you could choose to put Barry Bonds laying a bunt, he might as well be relief pitching. You know what I mean? He might as well be pitching out of the stretch, folks. So I looked it up because I was curious. Barry Bonds had 4 sacrifice bunts in his career. 4! 3 of them were with the Pittsburgh Pirates. I think all in the 1980s. And then he had 1 in 1998. 1. After 1998, after 1990, he had 1 in 1998, and that was it for the rest of his career. So I don't know if maybe the person was like, you know what? We need to commemorate 1998's sacrifice bunt for our starting lineup 2000 series. I don't know, but either way, this is hilarious, and I must find this, and I must purchase this, and it will be my prized possession. Okay? Because that is hilarious. Now, if you get, please find me the starting lineup 2001 series where Barry Bonds is in full catcher's gear. That's the one I need. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. Another thing that I told the Discord that I wanted to share with you guys because I was blown away, and I'm not often blown away, dude. I'm very secure. I am sure-footed, right? I was gonna talk to you guys a couple weeks ago. I saved this photo and I was gonna share it. No, I don't think he had he did not have a bunt for a hit. So he had 4 sacrifice bunts and that's it. And I read an article that said Barry would talk about he always wanted a bunt for a hit, and I don't think he ever got one. So I don't know how many attempted bunts he has, or even if those stats are available, but he does not have any bunts for hits. Yeah, I think it was like someone from the Giants or something said that Barry was joking that he was trying to get a hit while bunting. Something like that. More research to follow. Anyways, yeah. Bay Area throwbacks, we talked about this also. So I was going to bring up this photo when it came to uniforms, right? And the bottom left corner says ages 4 to 104. Yeah, so thank goodness beloved President Jimmy Carter was able to play with his starting lineups till the very end. That's really what I'm happy about. You know? So I was going to share this photo with you guys. Again, if you're in the Discord, you've already heard this. This old City Warriors jersey, San Francisco Warriors jersey. And as you can see, other uniforms did this back then. I think probably most of the uniforms. But this is a picture that shows it very, very plainly, I guess. It's noticeable that the upper part of the jersey is a different material. So you had like the satin shorts, and then the upper jerseys, back then they didn't really have like a proper mesh. I don't even know what you would call the material. Bay Area throwbacks would know better. But those old jerseys, they weren't nearly as comfortable, right? But they did like the regular upper and then the satin shorts. So I was going to talk about this on the live stream and just say, do you think it would be possible, or should the Warriors like try to recreate this? Like do the satin shorts with like a matte upper. And then I was watching the game the other night with the new white throwback versions of the Philadelphia Warriors jerseys. They had the blue versions for a couple years, and then now they have the white versions. And I was watching it on TV, and I was like, wait a second. It's hard to tell, but it is. It's a matte mesh upper and satin sheen on the shorts. And I was like, oh my God, they did it. I didn't even notice. And I'm sure-footed, dude. I'm so sure-footed, you can't take me down. And I was blown away. I almost lost my footing. And I was like, oh, that is so funny that I just noticed this. And last week on the live stream, I was going to talk about how they used to have satin shorts and matte uppers, for lack of a better way to describe it, right? I'm not a wordsmith, folks. Still better than Kai Cenat. Peace to you, everybody. Not sponsored, but it can be. Business email in the description. Man, that's one thing that keeps me going on a couple hours on a live stream. I'll tell you what. And then I was like, what about the blue ones, though? They just had the blue ones. No, they couldn't have been. And then I looked it up, kids. I looked it up. I did my due diligence. I don't know if you can tell, but for crying out loud, dude, they did it. This whole time they were doing it, I didn't notice. I was watching this game live. This is when he broke the record. This is his record-breaking shot right here. All-time three-point maker. You see Derrick Rose there watching greatness, This whole time I did not notice. Like, it's way less noticeable, right? It's way less noticeable than this. But by golly, they did it. Right under my nose, dude. They fooled me right in front of my face. Did you guys know that it was satin shorts? Did anyone out there notice that they've been doing satin shorts with these Philadelphia style throwbacks? I think that's super cool, and I wish I would have noticed earlier. Jimmy Carter had to give up Legos, though. Yeah, he did, only for a few months. Whoever made that Bond starting lineup probably used a Brett Butler template. That's a really good guess. Material was called Doreen. I love the satin sheen. I have to do inventory on Tuesday, starting at 2:30 a.m. Oh, man. Not inventory time. You work retail, inventory time is not fun, folks. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was floored. And again, I'm so sure-footed. And I was blown away that this happened right on my watch, and I didn't notice. So yeah, now when you look at the jerseys, you can notice and appreciate that they are paying homage to a bygone era of basketball. And I think that is so cool. That is a detail that should be shared and acknowledged, because I love that kind of stuff. And that's why I was going to bring it up. That's why I was going to show this and be like, dude, for some of the throwbacks, they should do this. Lo and behold, they were doing it the whole time, dude. Oh, goodness gracious. Look at all these people with their phones up. Look at Jon Stewart. No phone up. You guys see Jon Stewart right by Curry's leg? All right. Jon Stewart's just enjoying the moment. Who else is there? Huh? I don't see anyone else I recognize, other than Derrick Rose and Jon Stewart. But anyways, I thought that was cool. Applaud, congrats to whoever made sure that little detail was included. I will say these blue ones, at first I hated them. I never liked these jerseys, like in throwback photos and whatnot. I grew to love them. I have this Curry jersey. I grew to love them. Not a fan of the white version, though. Not a fan. They just don't hit the same. These blues hit. These, Ooh. Ooh. You know? And that's how I feel, dude. And that's just what it is. But at least they still got the satin shorts. All right? Clap it up. Okay? Me and Willie McCovey are clapping it up. Bay Area Aviation, what up? Yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. I thought that was a really cool detail that I didn't notice. Flew right past me, and I'm so sure-footed. Peace tea, everybody. All right. Throw topics at me, guys, and I'm going to start talking about my grails. Because I need to tell a story. I need to paint a picture here. I need to paint a picture here, dude. All right, now I felt awful today. My head was pounding. I had no energy. But I've actually had a lot of fun on this live stream so far. For some reason. I don't know why. Richard, I know the Kings won. I was watching the game, buddy, and you posted the picture 4 times. I know. I like the white jerseys, but should have made either the number or lettering blue with the red outline. Well, they were doing it, true to the originals. Next history location video, most likely Texas Prison Museum. It's not a history location, but kinda. Texas Prison Museum, or I have a sports one that's a historic location. I got a bunch still that I'm trying to edit. I am editing Disneyland footage finally, and I think it's going to be 3 separate episodes. So right now it's looking like 3 episodes. So there's going to be 3 Disneyland episodes that I'm working on now. That's probably going to be next. So prepare for a whole intergalactic intergalactic experience, me and my niece. My first time ever at Galaxy's Edge. That'll be a whole separate video. We're going to go all through Galaxy's Edge and enjoy it. We're going to... Unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of money, so I couldn't do like the lightsaber building and some of the premium experiences. But it's my first impressions, 6 years too late. And then I got 2 other videos of 2 different days at Disneyland. With random history and just kind of, it's just a day at Disneyland with me and my niece just having a ball, dude. Oh, he's having a ball at Disneyland. Freaking old, dude. He's middle-aged now and he's having a ball at Disneyland still. That means I won, folks. That means I won. History of the Bay Bridge video coming soon. Yes, I would like to do that. What's a weird video that I would like to do? A weird video. Let me look at my list. I would like to answer that because I don't know. Let's see. Oh, there's one I posted in the Discord about this crazy weird building in San Francisco. There's also, there's some urban I'm wearing the San Jose hat. Some San Jose urban legends I would like to do a video on. I was maybe going to try to do it this past Halloween because it's creepy, but I didn't get a chance to. So yeah, I would like to do videos on like some urban legends and some creepy stories that like unverified stuff, not like true crime, but like, how every town has like those stories, like don't run up that hill or the ghost of a goat will follow you into your bathtub. You know what I mean? Or if if you walk between those trees, the ghost of an old lady will throw rocks at you. Those kinds of things. I like those. Been thinking about Candlestick a ton lately. Rewatch your Candlestick vids. I give anything for more game there. Yeah, I just posted a reel about Candlestick the other day, and I totally feel you on that, man. I miss Candlestick so much. Alameda Spite House would be a fun episode. The Gates of Heck in LA. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. You ever think about doing another Knott's Berry Farm video? Oh yeah, absolutely. I want to do a whole bunch of Knott's Berry Farm videos. It's just a matter of having the time and the money to like stay down there for a few days to like get it all done. But yeah, I did definitely. Knott's Berry Farm is one of my favorite places. I'm always gonna go there if I can, and I will always try to film stuff there. So yes, absolutely. Did you see any stadium concrete at Candlestick last time you were there? I did not. But if you saw, I don't know if you watched the Farewell Candlestick Part 2. Me and my brother found some remnants. We found, I didn't even realize those were the lights in the stadium parking lot. I don't remember who told me. It might have been you. But someone was like, did you see the lights in the parking lot? I was like, those were the lights? I didn't realize. I thought it was like construction equipment. So we went on and did the update video and we climbed in the lights. Oh, I'm so happy we did that. So now forever, dude, for my whole life, for my whole entire life, I can look at footage of Candlestick and look at those lights and say I climbed around one of those lights. I don't know which one, dude. Actually, a couple of them. So there is some random remnants there. I was also thinking of, because I have, Oakland Coliseum dirt. I have Oracle Park dirt. I have Rickwood Field dirt on the way. So I was thinking about going to Candlestick and just getting some dirt for one of my shadow boxes. Even though obviously it's not going to be the nice infield dirt. It's just going to be regular old dirt. But I can still put it in a little jar like this and just know like that's from Candlestick. I don't know. I was thinking about doing that. But yeah, I did not see any stadium concrete. They seemed to clean it up pretty well. But yeah. Yeah, so Disneyland, three episodes coming soon. Oh, and I'll put this out there. I've asked in the Discord If anyone has any kind of filming experience, if you know how to run a camera, you don't have to be an expert, but if you know how to hold a camera and you know composition a little bit, and you would like to help me film at Giants Fan Fest at Oracle Park, there's a video I want to do that I need help with. I can probably do it alone, but it will definitely make the video not as good. So I would really like help. So if you or you know anyone that knows how to run a camera, I can pay a little bit. I'm not, I'm broke, but I can scrounge up some money. Everyone needs to be paid. I get it, right? I want everyone to be paid. If I ran a business, everyone would get paid as much as I could possibly afford. I will not price gouge or try to pay minimum wage. If I ran a business, everyone would be getting paid more than a livable wage so that they can live quality lives. And I don't see why other CEOs and shareholders and all that don't see the value in providing a good life for people. But that's neither here nor there. This channel is fun. But I am a very serious man. So anyways, look, if you want to get paid, I'll buy you lunch. I'll do whatever, dude. I'll go grab Buster Posey's hand and put it on your shoulder. I was going to say something way worse. Buster Posey might not be there. He might already be spring training. But whoever's there, dude, there's going to be alumni there, dude. All right, I'll yell at the alumni and say, hey, you have this person look at you. Whatever. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. But I definitely need some help if you know anyone. And please, if you know someone, like, make it so someone that's, like, proficient with a camera and is cool, Yeah. Jack, come on down. Shot simple. That would be nice with your new lens. If you're coming out to SAC for the A's this spring, holler at me. We meet up for that. I can hold a camera. Yeah, I would like to go to opening day for the A's up there just to document it. I know the ticket prices seem like they're pretty pricey, but I'm hoping that closer to it, they will go down. But either way, like, I'm 100% going to go to a game there. I would like to go to the opening day A's game and then go to a game towards the end of the season when it's a dumpster fire for the compare and contrast. All right, Jack. Yeah, let's talk about it. I think it's March, early March. What else was I going to talk about? Speaking of candlestick, I have a candlestick thing to show you guys soon. Here's another thing. Okay. I don't know what these are. I never saw these before, but I found this on eBay. It's a pin of Barry Bonds. And this was crazy. Major League Players Collector Pin Series, MVP. So I just find it fascinating that they do this whole huge card for one little pin and baseball card. This could be a third of the size, But like I told you guys, I'm making a Barry Bonds shadow box. So this is the pin. This is the card, and this is the pin right here. It's all faded and old, which I think is cool. That'll look cool in the shadow box. So yeah, I've been telling you guys about the shadow box. I haven't started creating them yet because I'm still waiting on a few things. I just ordered. I had to order a bunch of stuff. I ordered a display shelf, another Bay Area Throwbacks influence. Display shelf with lights and stuff. Like I did all these lights and stuff myself. I did the jeweler's lights, I did the LEDs, but I bought one that has it built in for my living room area, and that's gonna be where a lot of my new memorabilia is gonna be. Again, thank you to Gabriel for, like, I was gonna talk about Holy Grails, right? This Barry Bonds autograph ball is one of my grails. This was something I never thought I would own. I never thought I would get a Barry Bonds autograph ball. Like, just seemed out of the realm of possibility, and here I am holding one. Right? So that made me... Basically, I'm like, if I have a Barry Bonds autograph ball, like, I don't want it to just sit there by itself. Like, I gotta do something special. So that's why I started planning to do these shadow boxes. And I had planned to do a shadow box with my Willie Mays stuff because of all the stuff I got from Rickwood Field and all that. So I've been just grabbing random stuff to add to the shadow box. I think I've shown you guys some of these. This Pac Bell Park tower pin. This is a Candlestick final game pin. It says out of here. It has Candlestick. Again, I'm sorry this webcam, it's hard to show, but it has Candlestick. It says out of here Giants final game with the date. I have this other inaugural season Pac Bell Park pin. How do the girls do it like that? So I've been collecting all this stuff because if I have the Barry Bonds ball, I want it to to show it off in the best way possible, right? So I was also planning the Willie Mays shadow box because I got the pamphlet from his celebration of life. I got some Rickwood Field dirt coming. I got all this cool stuff around my trip to Birmingham and Rickwood Field. And just, obviously Willie Mays is one of my idols, like one of the icons. So I started building this shadow box, getting stuff. So I got some Say Hey stickers. I got a patch for his Giants Hall of Fame sign, whatever they have, I think the sign in the park doesn't have his name on it, but whatever. Still a cool patch for the shadow box. And then I found this awesome patch that the Birmingham Black Barons that he played for in 1948, they wore this patch on their sleeve. So I ordered this patch on eBay. And when they showed it, it showed the patch, and then they had this info card with the patch. But I didn't realize the patch was actually connected to the info card. So they wore this on their sleeve. But it's actually in this thing that's glued to the info card. And the info card has, a whole write-up about the Birmingham Black Barons, the 1948 season, which they went to the Negro World Series, and they lost to the Homestead Grays. It's got the roster here. It's got all kinds of stuff. So now, because this is so cool, I don't want to take the patch out for the shadow box. So I'm going to have to find another one of these patches so that I can put it in the shadow box. I'm just going to have to keep this as is. I got some of the stuff from Rickwood Field. This is for the shadow box. Rickwood Field ball. Right, really cool black ball. I got some Willie Mays figures to put in there. I got all this cool stuff. And then I was like, man, it would be really cool. It would be awesome, guys. It would be really neat if I ever got a Willie Mays autographed baseball. Oh, I got the Barry Bonds. My two favorite players, Willie and Barry. Honorable mention to Brandon Crawford and Buster Posey. Royce Clayton, Kevin Mitchell. But I was like, man, so, I started looking up some balls, some Willie Mays balls. And I was like, you know what? Someday I can just get one someday. When I do, I can add it to the shadow box. How cool would that be? To have a Barry Bonds shadow box with his sign ball, and then a Willie Mays shadow box with his sign ball. And there was a auction going on eBay, and I almost won it for a pretty good price on a Willie Mays ball, but someone outbid me with 2 seconds left, and I didn't have a chance to up my bid. But I joined another auction. Here's the thing. All right, I've been learning eBay, right? There's little tricks. One thing that's always good, if you see an auction that ends in the middle of the night. So if you see an auction that ends at 2 a.m., That means someone posted that auction at 2 a.m. and they didn't realize. That means it's going to end at 2 a.m. when half the world or more is asleep, right? Like anyone who would care is for the most part going to be asleep. So that's how you can get stuff for cheap, because people won't, if they're, if they're going to sleep and they're like, oh, the auction still has 5 hours left, I'm not going to win this, they won't even bother bidding. So I found another Willie Mays one that was ending at like almost 11 p.m. at night. And it was a pretty decent price. So I put my top price. I just put it in. What's the most I'd be willing to spend right now as someone that doesn't have a lot of funds to play with, right? But I had a little tiny bit. I put it in, and I just thought, let's see what happens. How cool would that be to have a Willie Mays autograph? Oh, and this is the thing about Willie Mays' autograph. Willie Mays signed everything. Anywhere, anytime. He was one of the easiest autographs to get of any of the legends. Like, he signed stuff for 70 years. So, luckily, his autograph isn't super rare. It's not super valuable. It's available, right? And also, I wanted a ball that wasn't just like brand new. I wanted a ball that had been around for a while. I didn't want one he signed like 3 years ago at Oracle Park, But anyway, so I joined the auction. Oh, what do you guys say? I don't plan on going to A's opener. Being down there for the first game will be cool. I'll let you know, man. A lot of businesses are worried about the parking for upcoming A's games. They should be. You got to get a Willie. That's what I was saying. You ever think about checking out the Ridge Rider coaster in Lake Tahoe? Absolutely. I saw that before. That would be super cool. I set phone alarms for late night auctions. Those usually do well for me too. Yeah, exactly. Like, because people will be like, I got to go to sleep. I can't watch this auction that ends in 3 hours. So they'll just ignore it. But then if you have an auction that ends at 6 p.m., everybody's there refreshing. So anyways, I joined the auction for the second Willie Mays ball with authentication and everything. And oh my God, guys. Oh my God. I have Barry Bonds. I have Vita Blue right here. I have Vita Blue and Barry Bonds. And I've never been an autograph chaser. But I always wanted the autographs. I just didn't go out of my way to get them, right? But I have Barry Bonds right here. And I lost an auction for Willie Mays. And I joined another auction for Willie Mays at a pretty decent price. And oh my God. Guess what happened? Because the first auction, I got outbid with 2 seconds left. And I'm away from the microphone like this for a reason. This is dramatic effect. Everything I do, I know what I'm doing. I'm doing a bit. I always do bits. We're bitting it up. So bear with me. The first auction, I got outbid with 2 seconds left. I had no recourse, right? No course of action. Nothing I could do. I lost. He lost. He didn't get the Willie Mays ball. It was a cool one, too, because it was from, like, the 1980s. I can't remember the National League commissioner at the time. I can't remember his name, but it was his signature on, like, the authentication. It was a cool ball, but he lost with 2 seconds left. So he joined another one. And oh my God, folks. Do you know what happened? Do you know what happened, dude? He won. He won. Dude, I have a Willie Mays autograph ball on my head, dude. I have a Willie Mays autograph baseball on my head right now. And there's nothing you can do about it. I'm better than Kai Cenat, dude. Does he have this? Does he have this? Does he have this? Answer. Answer me now. This is what you're missing out on, Peace T. Not sponsoring. You could be raking in the dough right along with me. He did it, folks. He did it. He's got his 2 Grail autographs. My 2 Grail baseball autographs have been fulfilled in a month's time. Now, this one is thanks to Gabriel Hernandez. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. He goes by Gamer Ballers Giants Valkyries on on Vimeo. He's also the chili king of the South Bay. He got me this. I will never be able to repay him, okay? Now, he did steal it from the Coliseum. I did see Barry Bonds standing next to this ball, right? And Gabe turned heel on me. That's fine. But he got me this, so I can never thank him enough. I can never repay him. Because there's no autograph I can get him that means as much to him as this means to me. I don't think. Because he already has like all the ones he wants. It's not fair. But then he got the Willie Mays. He did it. He did it. Clap it up. Everyone clap it up. He did it. He's got them both. Both of his Holy Grail autograph balls. Now, I was a little worried because this is what is it? No, this is PSA authenticated. It has the info here that you can look up, right? So you can search this and make sure. The autograph looks good. It is a official ball. But what worried me, there's a seal. There's 2 seals here. The seals were broken. That worried me. So I did look it up, though, and everything matches on PSA. Look at this, dude. I just kissed a Willie Mays autographed baseball. And there's nothing you can do about it. You're going to have to sit in that. You're going to have to sit in that. So it is open. That worried me. But yeah, everything else matches up. It still has... Oh, I wanted to show you. I forgot that's why I was opening. It has the hologram stamp on it, which obviously all these things can be somewhat faked, you know. I'm probably going to send it in for re-verification just to feel better about it. But I did get this at an amazing price. I got this for a little over half what most of the balls go for. And that was because I joined an auction that ended at a bad time of night, you know. It ended at like 1 p.m. on the East Coast. But he did it, folks. He did it. And I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. So yeah, the Barry Bonds and this are like my prized possessions, you know. And so my shadow box is gonna be pretty awesome. It's gonna have this. It's gonna have the Rickwood Field ball, right? It's gonna have balls in it, dude. Come on. It's gonna have dirt from Rickwood Field. He did it, folks. Oh, Kai Cenat does not have this, dude. He does not have this. So you tell me, dude. You do the math. You do the math. Mineshaft Alpine Coaster. I haven't heard of that one. Dude, that sounds fun. Is it on the side of a mountain? Only Grail autograph I'm missing is T.O. My other Grails are Kittle and Frank Gore. I have those. I don't have any of those. I have Jerry Rice. I have Merton Hanks. I have Bryant Young somewhere. I have some random ones, but I haven't got any recent ones. Again, that George Kittle Funko Pop I got and the helmet I was trying to get signed by Kittle at training camp last year. And I wasn't able to get it. And yet T.O. Look, when I did the Reggie Jackson Softball Classic where this Barry Bonds ball came from, wasn't even thinking about autographs. Now, Gabe was getting autographs like crazy. He got so many that day. I didn't. But I was right there with T.O. I talked to T.O. I told him I saw him dunk in a charity game when I was a kid. He went to fist bump me and I didn't fist bump him and made him look awkward. Who else has done that to T.O.? So now I'm like, damn, I should have got a T.O. autograph. But yeah, T.O. would definitely be a fun autograph to have. Next big Grail purchase is going to be a pair of candlestick seats. Oh, JD, guess what? I have decided that as well. So I got 2 other Grails, folks, that I have yet to reveal. And then the last major one is candlestick seats. So I have decided, JD. When I get my tax return, I'm going to get some candlestick seats. Or a seat, because I did find someone who's selling singles. So I might just get one, because that can fit in my living room. But 2 is going to be I mean, it can fit, but it'll be tight, right? I don't have the biggest place in the world. But I have decided that it is time that I get candlestick seats. And here's where I know I have an addictive personality and I'm a bit of a hoarder. This is where it comes in. Because I used to get super addicted to things like video games, right? So I'd like play a video game and just keep getting those dopamine hits, And I found out what I would have to do to break that is set a goal, and then once I hit that goal, then I could feel like I finished. So during the pandemic, during lockdown, I got addicted to city skylines or whatever that game is, where you build. It's like Sim City. You build a city. I got super addicted to it. I built like 2 super fun cities. Like I had all kinds of cool stuff. I planned it all out. I was like so addicted to this game because it was lockdown, right? And I didn't have a car, so I couldn't go film stuff. I was just stuck. And I was like, I spent like 5-6 days straight during lockdown just waking up, playing City Skylines until it was time to go to bed. And I was like, oh, I have to stop this. This must stop. And so what I did is I set a goal where it was like there was a certain thing I wanted to build. I was like, all right, once I built that, game over. And I did that. I accomplished it, patted myself on the back, and uninstalled the game, and I was good. And so it's kind of the same thing with this new addiction that Gabriel and Bay Area Throwbacks have instilled in me. I kind of just have a few items I want to get, and then I can then just have fun with it. If I stumble on something, find something at a good price, it's not a big deal. So the Willie Mays ball, candlestick seats, and the 2 other items I've yet to reveal. Oh, I will reveal one because one of them is still being shipped, but I will reveal one in a moment. Best autos I have is Dusty Baker and Joe Thornton. Those are 2 good ones. Dude, that actually, you actually reminded me. This season I was planning, because I've never been an autograph chaser, but now I still don't want to be like a full blown autograph chaser, but I want to, if I see an opening, try to take it. So I'm hoping at Giants games this year, Dusty Baker is going to be around more, and Buster Posey should be an easier autograph to get if he actually signs, because he'll be more of an executive role. He might be wandering around sometimes, so we'll see. What's up, Billy? We got to get our stick seats, so go gray with the Arco Arena. Man, I had the Arco Arena ones in my hand. Had them in my hand, and I left them. Spit on it and jam it in, make it fit. Got Teal's auto way back. He signed a photo of the catch against Green Bay. Oh, man, you got to find it. Find it and share it to the Discord, please. I still play video games even with the goal. Well, no, I play like Red Dead. That's the only game I play anymore. But I get sucked into stuff. So to get out of it, I have to set my own goal, hit that goal, and then I can feel good enough to disconnect. So with this I'm telling you, I went crazy on eBay this last month. All this stuff I've been showing you, there's still more I haven't shown you. But there was a handful of items where I was like, these are the things I want. Let me search for them. Let me find a decent price. Let me procure them. And now I can cut the cord, and now I'm free. Now I can just have fun without the stress of I need this item. Because if I didn't get the Willie Mays autograph, that would be just, and I'm over here buying other sports memorabilia or getting stuff, that would always be floating in the back of my mind, right? And there's still some stuff I want that I don't have. I don't have the Steph Curry parade bobblehead. That's one I really want. There's a couple, but they weren't the Grails. So my Grails, I got one of them I'm going to show you in a second, okay? It's a never-ending addiction, for sure. But like I said, once I get these Grails, I can just have fun and not stress. And if I miss out on something, it's fine. It's fine, You have a Dave Stewart ball? Dude, Dave Stewart was so kind and sweet when we met him a couple months ago. So kind and sweet. Yeah. Got a pair of Arco seats for $50. Dang. The Giants team ball with Barry Bonds. That's cool. Best chance for autos for Giants is standing by the dugout pregame. Got Blake Snell, Tyro, Angel Pagan. You got Angel Pagan in the last 2 years? He was there? I got to meet Jason Williams, get a jersey signed. That's a girl. That'd be sick, too. Yeah, look, it's crazy that I've pretty much procured basically my biggest grails in a short time, and I'm very thankful for that. So anyways, I'm going to show you the last thing. If you're in the Discord, I already revealed this, so this is not going to be a surprise to you. And I have something else coming that goes with this. Oh, wait, let me show you guys. Great choice. Pick these three up today in Downtown Grower. I'm going to show you guys Bay Area throwbacks. He's been getting some stuff. Let's see his pickups for today. Oh, the Angel Pagan. Speaking of, man, I want that. The Inside the Park bobblehead. I definitely want that one. Brent Burns and Joe Thornton dual bobblehead is awesome. Yeah, nice pickups, dude. Especially, I want the Angel Pagan. I keep seeing it. I've seen it at some decent prices, but I want to find it for even lower. I think I can. Great pickups. These ones from another spot in Gilroy today. So Bay Area Throwbacks also got these. I'm basically stealing his thunder because he has a YouTube channel where he shows this stuff off, but I'm just showing it off before he has a chance to. So subscribe to me, don't subscribe to him. Just kidding, of course. Go subscribe to him. Oh, these are cool. Wait, what? I don't know the story of the San Jose Giants guy. Hippolito Cerda. I don't know what I'm wearing the San Jose Giants hat. Am I making a fool of myself not knowing the story of this guy? Oh, he's the churro. Is he the churro man? He would always sell churros there? I think I know that story. The Kirk Reader is funny. Mini Kirk Reader. Yeah, these are all really solid pickups. So anyways, go subscribe to him. Go subscribe to him, folks. Okay? Someone's outside making a ruckus, I'll tell you what. Let me close these. So my last grail is the Barry Bonds bunting starting lineup. Gabe's Man Cave and Bobblehead collection is impressive too. That's crazy. And NorCal Nodders too, Rob. Crazy. Pagans was for the 2012 World Series reunion. I showed you guys this, but if anyone forgot, where'd it go? Oh, I have two more things I'm going to show you guys, actually. I thought I only had one more. I have two more. Dang it, where'd it go? I think I went to show it to my brother when he was here, and I forgot to put it over here again, so it's not here. But I showed you guys when they were here for the 2014 reunion, this last season. I stumbled on a photo of them at a House of Prime Rib that someone had left behind somewhere, and nobody came to pick it up. And so now it's mine. So I have a picture of a bunch of Giants at House of Prime Rib in a House of Prime Rib envelope thing. Not envelope. Whatever you would call that. If I'm not mistaken, he was the guy who made the churros popular at the stadium. Okay, I do remember his story. I did not know his name, but I know it was a big deal, and that's why they did like the churro hats before and stuff. So that is super cool pickup. Super cool pickup. I gotta learn more about that dude, and it's time after all these years. I definitely got to do a San Jose Giants episode finally this next season. Buzz a few shots out the window. Works for me. I can't remember what I said that would be relevant to. I don't know. Anyways, all right. Two more things. I'll show you this first because this isn't a grail pickup. I'll show you my grail after this. So I showed you one grail, the Willie Mays, right? Dang it, there's something I was going to tell you guys, but I can't because I put a contest out there. weeks ago about guessing my favorite item that I have in my apartment on the wall, and nobody has guessed, and nobody ever will. But the stakes are really high, so I wanted to tell a story about that would sort of connect to what I'm doing now, but I can't because it'll give it away. So I'm going to have to move on. I'm going to have to show you guys this because this is the kind of thing I really like. All right. I won this at auction as well. Now, a lot of times, you know, primarily the kind of like memorabilia you see is all the stuff we always see, right? A signed football helmet, a signed baseball. You know, I'm not a huge fan. They're still cool, obviously, but I'm not a huge fan of just like the plaques that has a signed picture and like a plate that says the player's name and then like maybe a baseball card on the wooden plaque. You know, the memorabilia stores are filled with those. They're cool, you know, obviously they're cool, but they're definitely not my favorite thing. I like the more like weird stuff. It's the same thing with like the Willie Mays ball. Like I said, I didn't want, I mean, the ball I got is not exactly what my number one choice would be, but I wanted like an old ball that had some age on it. I didn't want like a fresh new ball that he signed a couple years ago, you know, for a charity get together at Oracle Park. Like I wanted one from like, you know, Candlestick Days or something. So I like things offbeat a little bit. I like stranger stuff, right? Than a lot of like what you'll see at a typical memorabilia store. And that's why I like antique store finds. But I got this on eBay, and I got in a bidding war for this. Okay, I fought hard for this, dude. I threw punches, dude. Oh, I need some peace tea to settle me down because he's getting aggressive. But whenever you need to chill out, you get a little bit of peace tea, dude. Tea and lemonade together. Not sponsored, but it can be. Business email in the description. Okay? Because he's getting aggressive because he got in a bidding war for this. And he outlasted the competition and he won. And this is the kind of thing I love right here. Is that enough preamble or should I take it further? All right, this is Amazing Willie Mays. And this is in great condition, by the way. Sensational center fielder of the New York Giants. Exclusive agent Art Flynn Associates. Art Flynn Associates Public Relations Advertising. Art Flynn Associates was an agency that basically represented a lot of, I don't know if it was mostly athletes or if it was also celebrities. I need to do more research into them to learn that. But what I do know is they were a marketing agency that contracted a lot of big name athletes. So, of course, Willie Mays, in his day, was a premier athlete when it came to marketing. And it's one of the reasons he was kind of solidified in public discourse and pop culture, because he was, like I said, he signed everything. He was around. He did a ton of commercials and advertising, all kinds of stuff. So this is a pamphlet for him from that agency. So now available for radio, television, and guest appearances, Willie Mays. And it has a whole write-up about Willie Mays. It has little blurbs. He plays baseball with a boy's glee, a pro's sureness, and a champion's flair. Right? Now, they're not talking about me, although it applies. They're talking about the Say Hey Kid Willie Mays. Now, yes, that absolutely applies to me as well. Right? Willie Mays, Spirit of the Giants. That was Time Magazine, by the way, that first quote about me. I mean, about Willie Mays. New York Times. In a dour age, Willie Mays fulfills the specifications of Jean-Jacques Rousseau in temperament and Leo Durocher in talent. Right? Now, you could say the same thing about me. right? That applies to me, but they're not talking about me. They're talking about the amazing Willie Mays. Now, yes, obviously, all that applies to me. We know that. But anyways, so this is a pamphlet for his agency that would be sent or given to whatever. Dude, a car dealership. If a car dealership wanted him to come sign autographs, this is how they would book him. Through Art Flynn Associates. So I got in a bidding war for this because this is the kind of memorabilia I love. Right? It's weird. It's quirky. It's not something you would normally see. So that's right up my alley. This is the kind of stuff that I go goo goo gaga over, dude. Now, yes, those quotes could be attributed to me. Not attributed, about me. But it wasn't. It was about the amazing Willie Mays. Right? So this might go in my shadow box too, if I can fit it. But this is the kind of cool thing I love. And it's the kind of thing that a lot of times when I stumble on stuff like this, I don't even know this exists. I don't even know like this is a thing. And I'm like, what? Art Flynn Associates? This is how you booked Willie Mays? Dude, now is there a number? Because I will call and book Willie Mays right now. I don't know. He might not show up. But dude, I'll book him for a birthday party right now, dude. All right. And it's in October, so we got time to plan. Costumes and choreography. Okay? People make noise. Oh, I see what you're saying, Billy. I get it now. Listen, you read that pamphlet makes me want to learn how to write something like that. Chat GPT, dude. I'd frame that. Yeah, it might go in my shadow box. It'll very likely be in the shadow box with all the other Willie Mays stuff. So I got the Willie Mays Celebration of Life pamphlet. I got the Celebration of Life pin. I got the Rick Woodfield ball and a Rick Woodfield pin and Rick Woodfield. What else was I going to put? I got a ton of stuff. So I actually ordered bigger shadow boxes. They're going to be kind of big. And I got my my new display case coming. I'm going to do a whole thing, dude. It's going to be a whole thing. And that's just what it is. And there's nothing anyone can do about it, dude. Okay? Peace tea, everybody. He's getting aggressive. He's got to chill out. So the perfect beverage for that would be a peace tea. Tea and lemonade. I'm better than Kai Cenat. Okay? Now, all right. Back to the other holy grail. All right? My other sporting grail. All right. I'm gonna weave a tale right now, folks. Gather around, pull up a chair, put your seatbelts on, get a snack, right? Get your blood sugar up. Okay? Take a nap real quick, you know. have some protein, dude. Okay? Get your supplies. He's gonna weave a tale. So there's two other grails that I wanted that I've actually talked about on here. So I keep showing you guys every day, right? Every single day that we come on here, how much I love the miniature ballparks and the stadiums, right? Like this is Comiskey Park, the original old school Comiskey Park, Chicago White Sox. I gave away the other Forbes Field on the live stream. So those are the Danbury Mint ones. Those ones are like pretty high quality typically, right? And then you got like the cool giveaway ones. Gabriel gave me this one as well, right? Globe Life Field. I went on that field with my niece last summer and it was a blast, right? So this is like the giveaway one. So you guys know I love the giveaway stadiums and the Danbury Mint. Now the Danbury Mint ones, like I said, they're usually pretty quality. They're hard to find intact because they're very fragile. The lights fall off all the time. Pieces break off. But then I showed you guys this hidden gem I got. Did I show you guys this last week? I think it was. It was either last week or the week before. I got this candlestick from a different company, and I was pleasantly surprised. It's fantastic. The lights are intact. The foul poles are intact. super surprising because on the pictures, this did not look as quality. Great find. Very happy with this from Stadium Collectible Sport Collectors Guild. But I still wanted the Danbury Mint candlestick, you know? And I got that one. I was like, man, this one's awesome. So it made me feel, good. But the problem is the Danbury Mint ones go from, I mean, if you find an old busted one, it's like $10 sometimes. And I've seen them up to like $800, $900 for some of them because they're rare or they're in good condition or people just overcharge, whatever. Now, Candlestick, being such a historic and beloved ballpark, is one of the ones that always goes for a lot. I mean, at least $350. At least $350. If you find it for less than that, usually it's all broken or the lights are broken, whatever. And I can't spend $350 on it. So for me, the Candlestick ones, I was always like, man, like maybe when I'm rich someday, I can find the Candlestick ones. And I'm saying plural because there's two. There's a football configuration and a baseball configuration version of the Danbury Mint Candlestick. But I could never pull the trigger at that price. I'm not balling like that where I can just drop $350 on something that I don't need, but I just want, But I was telling you guys, if you look hard enough and you find an auction that ends at a weird time, sometimes you get lucky. Maybe please show me what a shadow box is. Yeah, I will. Shot simple, I will. After this, I will. Your ex found you a Candlestick Danbury Mint in 2015 for $50. Football configuration. So I found there's two auctions for Candlestick ones. Now, a lot of times when you see $350 on one of the Candlestick ones, that's the buy it now price. But then you'll see some go for auction. Now, obviously, it's an auction, so you never know. I put in a decent price. And I was able to win one of my Grails for about $60. There it is, folks. Perfect condition. All the lights intact. Field goal poles intact. Please don't drop this. I got it. Another Grail. But almost, the other one might even be better because it has folks in the crowd and stuff. But, I mean, it's still the Danbury Mint. Perfect condition. Football configuration. Okay? That's, baseball would be like that with home plate down at the bottom. And those big middle section at the 50-yard line would not be there. Those folded in and out. And then they eventually became permanent when the Giants left. But I got the football configuration. And I got it for extremely cheap compared to what it normally goes for. And even better than just this, folks, I won another auction for the Danbury Mint Candlestick Park baseball configuration for about the same price. So for less than the price of what one of these typically goes for, I got them both. The baseball one is not here yet. It's still shipped. I keep checking the tracking, but it's not here yet. And it's supposed to be mint condition. But this guy also messaged me, and I thanked him. And because I kind of felt bad. I was like, man, he could have probably got more money for this. But I replied to the message, and I said, hey, man, this is a Grail pickup for me. I'm a huge Niner fan. I love Candlestick. I've always wanted this. And guess what? He sent me a little note. He's a handyman in northern Nevada. So he sent me a note. If you ever need a handyman in northern Nevada, let me know. I got the hookup. there was also a couple bags for padding in there. And one of them was like padding. I was about to throw it away, but it's a beanie. He also gave me a 49er beanie with it. So not only did I get this at a great price, I also got a brand new 49er beanie. There's still good people out there, folks. There's still good people out there. Not all is lost. Not all is lost. What a guy, dude. What a guy. So I gave him a great review. How awesome, man. How awesome. But I got it. So I'm going to put a shelf on my new display case. I'm going to do a shelf, and I'm going to put some tilted shelves and put a bunch of my stadiums in there with I might do jeweler's lights like these ones again. I don't know. I'm going to do lights on them and do like a whole display of my stadiums. And then and then it's official. I'm never getting married because no woman's going to want me with all my weird collectibles, dude. All right? I'm putting my future into stuff like this instead of a woman because nobody would have me. Okay? I need to get it back in the box before it breaks. But yeah, I almost don't know which one I like better. They're both awesome. The Danbury Mint one is definitely a little nicer. But the other one's cool because it's full crowd, you know. But yeah, dude, I'm juiced. I am juiced. Put this away before I break the lights. Yeah. So, what are your guys' grails, man? I know some of you guys have told me. I want everyone to chime in. What are your grails, man? Like, what if you could have one piece? It doesn't even have to be sports. It could be pop culture. It could be, I mean, I love Disneyland stuff, so I like Disneyland collectibles too, right? Most of my cool Disneyland collectibles are actually still at my mom's house. She has a display case in the living room, and it has a bunch of my Disneyland stuff. But I have like old pieces of the park and stuff. So what like collectible? If you could have any collectible, what would it be? Yeah, it was on eBay. Something about those orange seats, just beautiful. Yep. Man. Kai Cenat does not have the free beanie, dude. He doesn't have Candlestick Danbury Mint in both configurations. I'm so much better. And look, Kai Cenat's nice guy. I like that he doesn't do like toxic content like a lot of other streamers. So I appreciate and respect Kai Cenat, but it just so happens, dude, that I have a pamphlet if you want to book Willie Mays for a commercial or an autograph signing or a radio appearance, dude. I can book Willie Mays. Can Kai Cenat book Willie Mays? Let's be honest here, dude. Now he's getting aggressive, so he has to drink some peace tea. Not sponsored, but it can be. Business email in the description. We all know it. Peace tea is missing out on a huge opportunity here. We all know it, dude. And I have an A's magnet right here, and you guys can guess where this came from, but it happened to end up here, and I'm not going to say where I got it, but it came from a place. And I have a Rickwood Classic Birmingham Black Barons versus Montgomery Biscuits pin right here, and that's Kai Cenat doesn't. And I just want to be honest about that. Bro, my whole front room is my 49 man cave. No one will ever want to step foot in there. Whenever you're done displaying everything, invite us over for a showing. Hors d'oeuvres and mocktails. That would actually be cool. I mean, it's a tiny little place, so it's not like, can't host a gala event. Maybe I could just do a live stream, and I'll dress up in a tuxedo, and I'll walk you guys around to see all my stuff. Hype for that Shibe Park replica. And if you missed it, I don't know if you were here. I still haven't shipped everything. I'm pretty sure you sent me your address, but again, anyone who won, make sure you send me your address. I'm just waiting for payday. Once I hit payday, I can send everything out. I got everything in a little corner. I saved all this eBay stuff I've been buying. I saved all the boxes and stuff so I can reuse them, and padding and all that if it's needed. Yeah. Candlestick seats is my ultimate grail. Yeah, the seats is the last thing I have left. Because the Barry Bonds autograph, Willie Mays autograph, the Danbury Mint candlesticks. I got both of them. I can't believe I got both of them for way less than just one of them typically goes for. I got super lucky. The kid is a phenom on eBay, dude. He's a phenom on eBay. And that's why he's got the final game candlestick pin, and he got it for like $4, dude. Because he's a phenom. And that's why Peace Tea is missing out on a huge revenue stream here. Why has SeatGeek not sponsored me and sent me to games, dude? And riddle me this. Or riddle me that. I already said it. And also, like, I'm not going to show these now, but I showed some of them already, but I got all these cards too. A lot of these are for the shadow boxes, but I also got just random ones, you know. I showed you guys some of the Latrell Sprewell ones already and stuff. And Royce Clayton on the San Jose Giants, dude. He's wearing the same hat I'm wearing. Royce Clayton, San Jose Giants. I have Royce Clayton's autograph. I have photos with Royce Clayton because I actually did a summer camp with Royce Clayton and Darren Lewis when I was a kid. And one of my most proud moments of all time was Royce Clayton and Darren Lewis giving me props, giving me high fives, and telling me how good I was doing. That meant the world to me, okay? I have a photo of me coming out of the batting cage. Listen up, folks. This is important. This is important. Emergency broadcast. Brant. This is very important. This is Royce Clayton, right? But Darren Lewis was there too. I have a photo of me coming out of the batting cage, and Darren Lewis is patting me on the head. Now, as a kid, that was my center fielder, man. That was my center fielder, and he was patting little old me on the head. Because I did such a good job in the batting cage. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, dude. You know how cool it was to do that? A freaking Giants summer camp with Royce Clayton. It was only like a week long. It wasn't like a huge thing. I did 2 Giants summer camps in my life. I did one there, and then I did one in it was like in Menlo Park or Palo Alto with some of the Giants alumni. And that one was longer. I think that one was 2 weeks, and it wasn't like none of these were overnight. Like we didn't stay anywhere. But the longer one in Menlo Park with some of the alumni, that one was hard, man, because there was a lot of good kids. Like they were probably like travel team kids. So I remember that one was definitely not as easy to stand out. You know what I mean? And what sucked about that one is they started using those squishy baseballs because like they didn't want kids to get hurt. So that kind of sucked. I definitely wasn't used to it. And the thing is, you know, I played shortstop, dude. I was an all-star shortstop. So like I'm used to the baseball, and dude, I make magic with that baseball. You know what I mean? I'm a chef with that baseball. And I make beautiful, delectable meals, dude, with that baseball when it's hit to me. And I cut it off, right? You think it's going to sneak through the infield, but I'm a little too quick, and I cut it off, dude. Coming up the middle, dude. And I take that baseball, and I cook a delicious meal, dude. And I pass that over to my first baseman. And now you're using squishy balls. You're messing up my ingredients, right? That's like if I go to Pablo Picasso, I'm like, oh, sorry, you can no longer paint with this paint. You're going to have to use ketchup and mustard now to make your paintings. Because I'm out there making art. He's making art, dude. He's making masterpieces. I'm whittling, dude. I'm taking a big boulder, dude. And I'm whittling away to a beautiful, majestic statue of a merman coming up out of the water, dude. Holding a Triton thing. Right? That's what I'm doing when I'm out there as a shortstop. And you're going to give me a squishy ball? I don't know how I'm from New York now. It just happened. But my point is both summer camps were awesome. But again, the squishy ball one, it was full of like travel league, like rich kids and stuff. And I wasn't a rich kid like that. So it was definitely harder to keep up. Still, I did all right, but I didn't stand out. I didn't get my head patted by Darren Lewis on that one, you know? I'm so proud of myself. My bits, I think my bits are the best. You know, none of you guys have to like it, but I like it, okay? My characters and my bits, I think I'm so proud. So I got a bunch of Latrell Sprewells here. And I think I showed you guys last week, but I'm going to show you again. I got a Latrell Sprewell autograph card. Woo! We love it, folks. So yeah, a lot of these are for the shadow box. I got a lot of Barry Bonds and Willie Mays in here. And again, I'll show more of that as I make progress. One of the major things I'm waiting for the Willie Mays shadow box is the Rickwood Field dirt. And the thing is, I want all the components before I start building it, because I don't want to start making it and then I'm like, oh wait, I should have did it this way, and then it's all ruined, dude. Okay, and now it's all ruined. Okay, here's shot simple. Here's an example. Mine's gonna be way better than this, though. Way better, dude. Oh my god, it's gonna be so much better than this. But where's my browser? There it is. So this is a shadow box. It's basically a wide frame, a deep frame rather, where you can put not just photos, but you can put objects. Now, I've been collecting so many objects now. Part of me is almost just gonna think maybe instead of the shadow box, I'm gonna do a display case. So it depends on how big it's going, but I actually ordered a couple different shadow box styles and a display case to see like because like with the Willie Mays one, I have a ton of cool stuff that I want to put in it, and I don't know if it's going to fit in a whole shadow box. Unless, you know what? I could find a wide one like this, because all mine are more like regular size. Like an actual picture frame. So yeah, this is a shadow box. So something like that. Here's a Giants one. So yeah, I'm going to do something like this with all my Willie Mays stuff. You know? I really wish I had memorabilia from every artist from every concert I went to. Like, I want an actual artifact from the artists themselves. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I don't know what you would get, though. I mean, you know, for like, to me, what I would think of like a concert is like a poster of the concert, or like even a pamphlet type thing, if they have something like that, and then like get that autographed. Like, that'd be so sick. Danbury mints are hard to get cheap. Yeah, except some of them you can get cheap because they're like all broken and stuff. Did one of those Giant summer camps in San Mateo. I forgot who the players were. Yeah, the one I did in Menlo Park, I can't remember who the players were, but I do have their autographs somewhere on a helmet. I have a Giants batting helmet with their autographs. I gotta see who it was, but they were all before my time. They were all like early 80s players. I cannot remember who it was. But what we were most excited about was Jerry Rice's house was right there, and like we kept trying to look into his house. And then I ended up kind of knowing some people connected to Jerry Rice anyways later on, but at the time I didn't. You just reminded me, I unknowingly sat next to Darren Lewis during one of the World Series games at a crowded bar restaurant in SF, and I was the only one who recognized him. Dude, that's sick. That's super cool. Got to chat with him during the game. Did you get a picture or autograph, or did you not want to bother him? They still haven't sent the Rickwood Field dirt. No, they still haven't even responded to my email. Honestly, again, the people at Rickwood Field who run the shop in the little museum, they they're like volunteers or something. Like it's not a big operation, so I'm not tripping, and I know they'll send it eventually. They're probably taking the whole like holidays off, so I'm waiting until like Monday, and then I'll bump the email and be like, hey, just what up, Unless they've responded in the last couple of days and I just missed the email, that's totally possible as well. I'm actually looking right now, trying to see. But once I get the Rickwood Field dirt, then I'll definitely be able to start the projects. Yeah, they have not responded to me, so they're probably just like, it's probably the holidays for them, and it's all good. I'll get it. I'll get it eventually. And the Rickwood Field shirt I ordered from them is super cool, so I'm excited to see that. We on the same page now? I don't remember what I said. Gabe made me a Joe Panic shadow box. He could probably help you. He doesn't like to help me, though. He doesn't like me. The 2 players for mine were older players who I didn't know at the time. Yeah. I'm feeling one of the players was Mike Felder. Dude, I cannot remember at all who it was. Like at the other one, though, it was Royce Clayton and Darren Lewis. Like they were current players. I was a shortstop, so of course I loved Royce Clayton. And I wanted to be an outfielder, but they would never let me play outfield. So I loved Darren Lewis. And I always thought center field was the coolest. So Darren Lewis was our center fielder. Royce Clayton was our shortstop. And I'm there in a batting cage with them, folks. Oh! So that was a way cooler experience than the other one with the squishy balls. You know what I mean? Lewis had a Cal Polo. I mentioned he coached at Cal. Didn't want to blow up his spot. Only a BlackBerry back then. Oh, yeah. What a shadow box is. Okay, I get you. Sometimes, I just ramble on and then I don't remember what the chat's talking about. So I'm like, well, I've said 19 different things since then, and my brain don't go backwards. It only goes forwards. And I only go forwards, folks. We don't look back. All right? I'm a very serious man. Dude, yeah. Darren Lewis was at Willie Mays' celebration of life as well. That was the first time I'd seen him in many, many years. I'll show you guys these pictures sometime. I could find them right now. I might have them right now. Let me see if I can find them right now. Talk amongst yourselves. Mingle. While I look for these, Mingle amongst yourselves. Go get some refreshments in the back, I'm going to find these. I think I might have them right here. Also, if not, I got some other stuff I can show you. That's cool. There's that. Oh, here's one of them. Oh, this isn't all the pictures, though. There's only a couple. Oh, shoot. Sorry. The hand on my head was when I did fielding drills. Dang, there's a couple missing. Unless they're just named improperly. All right. I got a bunch of... This is now the throwback show, and I'm going to show you guys some throwback pictures that I have. All right? And you're going to like it. And that's the last I'm going to hear about this. Okay? Don't make this more difficult than it needs to be. Okay? Do not make this more difficult than it needs to be. And that's that, folks. Dang it. Yeah, there's only some of the pictures here. It's good enough, though. It's good enough. And you're going to have to just bear with me. You're going to have to bear with me as we walk down memory lane. We're walking down memory lane, and that's that, dude. That is that. Oh, here's a cool picture. I'll take this. These are all random, too, and they're not all connected, but, all right. Let's go down memory lane. Let's start with the ones I was telling you about. All right, what did you guys say while I was gone looking at those photos. Back to where my sports grail would be after some thinking, probably a Babe Ruth signed ball. So it's funny. I was thinking of that because when I started to read that, I was like, I want a Babe Ruth ball because of the Sandlot. And then you thought the same thing. I would want, like, primarily would want one because of the Sandlot as well. So I 100% feel you. And I would want it to be all chewed up, dude. If I got a pristine Babe Ruth ball, I would go throw it into the dirt where a bunch of slobbery dogs are. And I would put it in a shadow box with PF Flyers, dude. And I would put a Dodgers hat, but I would X out the Dodgers, you know? I would like spray paint over the LA. I love Benny the Jet, but he hurt me immensely by going to the Dodgers, dude. Why'd you sign with the Dodgers? Why'd you get drafted by the Dodgers or whatever happened? They didn't go into details. But he went to the Dodgers and it bothered me. You know? So anyways, let's all right, here's one photo. This is me and Darren Lewis coming out of the cage. So that's me right there. He's holding the cage open for me. You can see by the smile on his face that he's super proud of me. He loves me, right? He'll do anything for me. He has my back through thick and thin. Right? This place is no longer there. This was like a indoor cages. I think in Mountain View. And then this is Darren Lewis giving us some pointers about our swings, right? Now, first of all, let's talk about the drip. I'm right there in the middle. All right. I got the Warriors shark tooth hat. Okay. Now, hold on. Folks, this is serious, dude. Listen up. Pay attention. This is the most serious thing we have ever talked about on this live stream. This is the most important moment in the history of the Sunday night live stream. Okay? I have the Warriors shark tooth hat. The black version too. I have the Tasmanian Devil blowing a bubble in Giants gear shirt. Not only that, but he put a turtleneck under the shirt. Oh my God. He did it, didn't he? He did it. He put a turtleneck under the shirt, didn't he? Oh my God, he did it. You guys need to understand. You guys need to understand this era. And look, the other kid to my left is also wearing the turtleneck under the shirt. You got to understand, this is the era of the turtlenecks. Barry Bonds would sometimes wear the turtleneck. Deion Sanders, Merton Hanks would wear the turtleneck, dude. And I'm right along there with them. I'm right along there with them. Now, I got the Nikes with the strap. I don't remember exactly which Nikes those are. I'll have to do more research. But it's black Nikes with the strap, dude. It's black Nikes with the strap. Mid-90s. Mid-90s, black Nikes with the strap paired with the Tasmanian Devil in Giants gear blowing a bubble t-shirt. And the Warriors, Golden State Warriors, black version of the shark tooth hat. Now I'm going to need you all to just take a moment. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take a moment. Now, my friend to the right, I remember he wasn't that great. I don't know why I just remembered that now, but he was a super nice kid. He has the 49ers crew neck, right? Fire piece. He has the A's hat, right? So all the Oakland fans out there, you're represented. Now he has the multicolored Chuck Taylors, right? Are we learning from Darren Lewis and Royce Clayton now, or are we just goofing off at the local park? You know what I mean? Are we going down a slide and playing in the sandbox, Or is this serious business? Right? Loses points there. I don't remember that girl at all. Obviously, girls mature faster than men. That's why she's towering over all of us. I love her denim shirt with the flannel, though. That's fire. But she also has the chucks. So how serious are we really being? And she's wearing jeans. How serious are we taking this? Now, the kid with the turtleneck with me, obviously he means business. He's even got his socks up, dude. He was taking it a spot further than me. Now, the thing is, I'm mixing genres. Okay, I got the Warriors hat and stuff. So I'm mixing genres. That's why I kept it with the cross trainers. You know what I mean? So I didn't have the stirrup socks like he did. All due respect, you know what I mean? Like he was ready to play some baseball. I was ready to play some baseball, but also if someone needs to get crossed up, they can get crossed up. If you need little white Iverson to cross you up, because this is like Iverson Georgetown days, if you need little white Iverson to cross you up in a Tasmanian devil blowing a bubble and Giants gear tee, I'm your guy. I got you. Hey, come right this way, dude. Next in line, dude. Right? But the other kid, he's ready to ball, and I respect it. The other kid in the striped shirt, his drip is fire. I think that's like a Nike green Nike windbreaker pants. Fire. All due respect. Right? So anyways, that's the most serious thing we've ever talked about on the Sunday night live stream. And I need you all to take a moment to breathe in, breathe out. Now here's after we did some, I forgot what drills we did. We did some weird drills. Royce Clayton. That's Royce Clayton. Giving me a little head pat and some words of encouragement. Now you can tell that he loves me and he appreciates me and he respects me as a peer. Right? He's like my big brother, dude. Right? He respects me as a peer. And then this is when we got to get autographs. I still have those autographs somewhere. I don't know what shoes Royce Clayton has on. I got to figure it out. They almost look like Barclays, but I don't think they were Barclays. His like hoodie shacket is fire. But you know, there I was, dude, with Royce Clayton and Darren Lewis. I think this was the last day of the camp. So it was like, it might have only been like a 4-day camp. I don't even think it was the whole week, but it was only a few days. And this was the very last day, and we got to get their autographs. You know? So just, I need you all to respect what was going on here. I need you all to understand what was going on here. And that in the future, if you ever try to come at me, just remember who you're dealing with, dude. Just remember who you're dealing with. Someone wearing a Tasmanian devil shirt, blowing a bubble in Giants gear. That's what I'm gonna need with the black version of the Warriors shark tooth hat. That's what I'm gonna need you to remember before you ever come into this domain. I'm just being real. Just being real, okay? Dude. All-star shortstop. Not a big deal. What would your ultimate grail be if money was no option? Barry Bonds 756 ball? Oh. 756 ball would be awesome. Maybe like the last out of Matt Cain's perfect game ball, because I was there. I feel like it would probably be something baseball. Like a game used ball from the January 29th, 1995, dude. 49ers versus Chargers. If I could get a game ball from that. But dude, like we said, I really feel like the candlestick seats is like, that's like number one when it comes to sports stuff. Now, if it was other stuff like Disneyland, dude, if I could get a ride vehicle from Disneyland, I don't even care what ride, dude. Give me a people mover, dude. Give me an old Big Thunder Mountain train they don't use anymore. Something like that. I'd go crazy. I'd sleep in it. I'd sleep in it, dude, and I'd be so cozy. Oh, I'd get the best night's sleep. REM sleep, dude, like freaking crazy. My numbers would be off the charts. Blood would be flowing. Cells would be healing, dude. If you get me in a Skyway bucket and you let me sleep through the night in my living room or backyard or wherever it would fit, hypothetically, dude, my brain's healing itself. I'm getting brain cells back that we never thought would come back. That's how good my sleep would be in a Skyway bucket sitting in my backyard. Kid next to you looks like a pro already. Hey, he took it serious, dude. He might be a pro. He might be a pro, dude. That might be Jeff Francoeur. I don't know. Did you have a Rodriguez 30 Dodgers jersey when I was a kid? Oh, it's gross, dude. That's sick. It's disgusting. Kid, it's the Taz shirt for me, dude. The Taz shirt. The drip is lit. Thank you. They're not Black Cat 4s, but I can see why you would think that. I'm assuming you mean Royce Clayton's. Where'd they go? Honestly, they look like Barclays, but they're not Barclays. I'll have to do more research. I don't think these are shoes that they've re-released since the 90s. I think it's the era of like the Barclays, which are coming back out, by the way. It's from that era, so but these are shoes I'm really confident that they probably were never re-released. Like the original gloves, dude, there's so many 90s Nike shoes that I want them to re-release and they just refuse to. Oh, there were some good ones. 3 sizes too big so you can grow into it, or that was just the style, you know? They look like rookies there. They do look young. They do look young. But Happy New Year. What's up, Mark? I'm still in the race. I'm a very serious man. Candlestick Seats is just the grail. I agree. My shoes? Nah, they weren't the Black Cat 4s. They were... Dude, I'll remember them when I see them, but I cannot remember. They were the era... They were like diamond... They were like the diamond turfs. They might have been diamond speeds, but they had a strap, so it's hard to see. But they had a strap with the Nike logo over it, the swoosh over it. But I just cannot remember. Like, these are shoes I forgot I had until I see this picture, you know what I mean? But I remember I loved them. I wore them into the ground. But they had straps, so they might have been a diamond, one of the turf shoes, like one of the cross trainers. Like the ones that they would have a bunch of athletes in the commercials, you know? They would have like 4 different athletes from 4 different sports. But I cannot remember for the life of me what they were. But I'm pretty sure they were some sort of the turfs. Speed turfs, diamond turfs, something like that. I always wanted the purple J-Will Nike Hyperflights. Did they ever re-release those? I feel like I've never seen those re-released. I know they've re-released other Hyperflights, but I do not remember purple ones being re-released. What is it? Those Jason Kidd ones around that era too. They re-released finally after like 20 years a couple years ago, and I didn't get them. I can't think of what they're called. I can never remember the names. Anyways, all right. I found some other pictures I'm going to show you. Here's another picture of that black version of the Shark Tooth Warriors hat. This is at what's the Outdoor Ed? Did anyone do Outdoor Ed? We like went to a cabin for a few days. This is in my Outdoor Ed cabin, and I had a USA Olympics hoodie. I don't know where I got that hoodie. And the black version of the Shark Tooth Golden State Warriors hat. Oh, God, it's fire, isn't it? Don't burn yourself. Do not burn yourself on this fire. Okay? And then this is me and my cousin, Pick Van, who you all know and love before he disappeared on me. This is me and him back in the day. I have the Nike hat, right? So this Nike hat I always liked because this was like right after the Fab 5 Michigan days. So I liked this color combo because it was like Michigan. It was also like Warriors. So I always loved blue and yellow around this age. So I had the blue and yellow Nike hat, which I loved. And then it's hard to see, but I have a Cal Ripken Jr. He Stands Alone newspaper clipping shirt. Again, I was a shortstop, right? So I loved all the shortstops. That's when he broke the Iron Man record of games played in a row. And so I had the shirt. Oh, these are like LA Gear shoes. These were my beaters. I don't think these had lights. I don't think these were LA lights. I think they were just LA Gear. Yeah. And my Cal Ripken shirt. And then my cousin looks like he has some Vans on, right? He has some Vans. My cousin was in San Diego, right? So he was more in tune with that like skater surfer culture than I was, you know? So he had the Vans. I had the Cal Ripken Jr. shirt. And can anyone guess where this is? Someone please guess where this is. I'll just tell you it's not Disneyland. If you can guess where this is, this no longer exists. I'll tell you that. If you can guess where this is, I will like you. I don't have anything to give. After some Googling, they could be Nike Air Zoom Turf Jets. All right, guess where this is while I look that up. What'd you say? Nike Air Zoom Turf Jets. Air Zoom Turf Jets. Oh, it's not those. It's not those. I remember these. It's more like the Diamond Turfs. Or no, more like the Speed Turfs. But I don't think it was the Speed Turfs. But it was more along the lines of this. Yeah, these don't have a swoosh on the thing anyways. And I only had a pair of these in my 20s, like when they re-released. So I never had these. But there was something along the lines of these. Look, I'll do more research and then I'll figure it out and I will show you guys. Yeah, it was somewhere along the lines of these. It wasn't the Diamond Turfs, by the way. I had Diamond Turfs, but I had like these ones, I think. So those were Dion's shoes, so I would remember that. I did not have all black Diamond Turfs. I can't remember, man, but there was something along these lines. And this was the same era as these. It wasn't any of the Dion ones, though. I'm pretty sure it was one of the ones, like I said, had like 4 athletes in the commercial from 4 different sports. Probably Barry Sanders, but it wasn't the Barry Sanders. I cannot remember the names. There was one shoe that like most people put with Barry Sanders, but other athletes also promoted it. I can't think of the names of it. But I will figure it out. It kind of looked like these. But, you know, it wasn't these. The Ravens did not exist when that picture was taken. But anyways, all right. Anyone guess where this is? Passed an outdoor ed and just did the one at the school where we would get picked up every day at 3 and just go back to the school in the morning. Oh, wow. I didn't know you could do that. I went to outdoor ed. So I'm going Boulder Creek. I don't really remember where my outdoor ed was. I think it might have been in like La Honda. I don't know. It wasn't super far though. Did you ever hear the story of the guy who was an intern at LA Gear and made all the designs that blew up and later designed at Jordan? I think I have heard of that. I think I did hear that. But LA Gear was dope when I was a kid. Like before, like at the time, Jordan was already cool, but Jordan was more expensive. So you could get LA Gear and LA Lights at like Payless and stuff for way cheaper. So of course, you know, moms are gonna be like, let's get the LA Gear. And then before, I was really into Nike, because as you know, now I'm sponsored by Nike basically. Like that's the one brand where I'm like, I can't help it. I love Nike. But before that, when I was really little, at Payless Shoe Source, dude, Cheetahs. I don't know if anyone remembers Cheetahs, but Cheetah shoes, they were like sneakers for kids. Those were it, man. I loved Cheetahs. Sorry for running late. Hope the live stream was successful. Dude, Paul, it's been a blast. I'm not going to lie. It's been a blast. So anyways, nobody guessed where this was. So this is actually MGM Grand Adventures. This was an old theme park behind MGM Grand in Las Vegas that no longer exists. It had a whole bunch of like rip-off Disneyland rides. And we would get passes, and basically his mom and my grandmother, my cousin Steve, his mom and my grandmother would just let us run around Vegas. You know, this is the 90s. You could just let kids loose. They would just give us like $20 and be like, go have fun, don't get in trouble, or go to the arcade and don't leave. And of course we would leave. But this was when we all went to Grand Adventures, and they had like a fake Space Mountain ride. They had a fake Jungle Cruise ride. They had like all these rip-off Disneyland rides. But we loved it. Like we had a lot of fun. But yeah, this is MGM Grand Adventures, which was torn down, is no longer there. Which is a bummer, because it was a cool little theme park. I wish they could have just added to it, you know, instead of tearing it down. I showed you guys the drip. Oh, I want to show you guys some more drip. We talked about the drip already. We're getting drippier, though. We're getting drippier. Okay? It's me and Dale, obviously. Y'all know Dale. I got the Giants hat. This is like the foam hat, okay? With the 80s logo. Okay? Still early 90s. But also the vintage no, this is Richard Petty. The vintage Richard Petty shirt tucked in to the Dayglow shorts, dude. Who was messing with me, dude? Who was messing with me? This fit would go crazy right now. If I wore this fit to Disneyland right now, people would be like, that fit is fire. And I'd be like, I know, dude. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been at this for a very long time. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, dude. Now, the reason I'm not a fashion icon like I should be is for two reasons. And two reasons only. I'm broke. And I'm out of shape. If I wasn't those two things, I would be a fashion icon. Okay? The Richard Petty and at the time it wasn't vintage. I bought that shirt at a NASCAR race. It's the real deal. With the foam Giants hat with the 80s logo? But then he takes the Richard Petty, he spins it around and he tucks it into the Dayglow shorts with the early 90s pattern. Multicolored too. I've been doing this a very long time. And I just need everyone to know that. What is your Grail shoe? That's a good question. My Grail shoe. Like as a collector or like to wear? Because my favorite shoe of all time is Jordan 5 Black Metallic Red. which are re-releasing soon. That's my favorite shoe of all time. And I already have like 3 pairs of it, and it's re-releasing, and I'm going to try to buy another pair. That's just what, every time it re-releases, I have to buy a pair because it's my favorite shoe of all time. So I don't know. It's not my grail though. Like grail? I don't know if I have a grail shoe. I feel like all my favorite shoes I've gotten at some point in my life. Maybe don't have them now, but if you're talking about like a pair for like a collectible, if I could get like a pair of Jordan game used shoes or something like that, that would be awesome. But if you're talking about like to wear, I don't know if I have a grail because I've kind of already worn them. I would say like one of the 90s shoes that they haven't re-released are the Nike Air Bacons, dude. Are you talking about the Nike Air Bacons? I would love a pair, and it's funny because I used to not like them as a kid, but now I do. So a pair of the Bacons would be fire. I love the original Penny ones, the original colorway, and I've never had the original colorway. I've had like every other colorway, but never the original for some reason. Oh, and the Air Pennies, that they never get the color right. The black twos, they re-released it like this with the leather, which ruined it. And then they re-released it without the blue, or with too much blue. But like that, I want like closer to that. It's hard to see. Let me move this. Closer to that up in the corner was the original color. But they never just seem to re-release the original color besides the white ones. Yeah, I would say these for wearing. But if you're talking like for collectible, like game used Jordans before the Wizards would be incredible. Why do they never just re-release the? And they only re-released them with the leather, which ruined it, dude. Or they'll do this that doesn't have the blue. I don't know why they never just re-released the OGs. Is that them? Yeah, these. I want these. You can be a fashion icon anyway. I know, I just want to get crazy with my fashion, and you know, I want to be ripped for that. Dude, I want to dress like Young Thug, dude. I want to get crazy. They never released the original colors, or never have them in stock. That's what I'm saying. Like, just give me the original. Like, this is ridiculous, dude. Like, what? I don't remember them ever putting this color out when he was playing, unless this was like, I don't know, when he was on the Suns or something. Like, what is this? Did Penny go to the Bucks for 4 games? I don't remember this. Like, what is this? You know? Just give me the OG colors. I don't need the other stuff. Just give me the OG colors. But anyways, you see the drip, and that's the most important part. Is you see the Taz shirt, and then, you know, I've been doing this a very long time. Okay. Oh, here's a cool picture that I took. My very first Warriors game at Oracle Arena against the Charlotte Hornets. You see the old like analog scoreboard. Oracle Arena, this was a few years before they totally redid it. So it's hard to like really contrast and compare, but a lot of the seating's different. You got that mid-level walkway, that all changed. Like this, a couple years after this, completely changed. You know, for a long time in my youth, I actually knew who all the players were in this photo, but it's been so long I can't remember. But I remember when I took the photo, I knew all the players, so I would be able to point at this and be like, that's Chris Gatling, that's Latrell Sprewell, that's who, even for the Hornets. I can't tell. that might actually be Muggsy Bogues with the ball. Muggsy Bogues played this game. Larry Johnson played this game. Alonzo Mourning played this game. But as you can see, the Hornets, I mean, you got to think this is the 90s when scores weren't inflated, and they're beating us 77-53 in the third. For that era, that was a blowout. That was like how teams lose by 50 now, like 150 to 100. This was the equivalent. We were getting destroyed. Oh, I still had a great time. Ow, that was my nose, and that was a microphone. You took and actually still have your photos from that time. Yeah, I scanned all these a few years back. And then, here's me at Disneyland. This is when the Warriors just changed their jerseys. I actually had fixed this because this photo has like a blemish over my eye. So it looks like I have something on my eye. I actually fixed that, but this is not the version. Oh, and then this has all kinds of artifacts and stuff. But yeah, Disneyland with the Warriors jersey. This was a Latrell Sprewell jersey. We had just changed colors from the blue and yellow to this with the orange. Darker blue, darker yellow with the orange. I wasn't a fan. I'm still not the biggest fan. I've definitely warmed up to it because of like We Believe and stuff. But at the time, I was not happy. I was like, I like the other one better. But I did have the Sprewell jersey with the chain, dude. With the chain at Disneyland. Oh, dude. The kid's having a ball, dude, in this Latrell Sprewell jersey at Disneyland. So this is like right before he choked the coach. So it's like 1997. Yeah, dude. And then here's me and my mom on the rocket rods at Disneyland, and some dude staring at the camera that we don't know that looks like a serial killer behind us. Rocket rods were a short-lived ride that replaced the People Mover. The tracks are still there, but they're just lonely and sad. And the rocket rods only lasted a year or two, but luckily got to go on it a handful of times before it was gone, and that's me and my mama. Okay? Again, I said we're going down memory lane, and that's what we're doing. And then I got to go. My dad won a contest that got us on the field on the sidelines at Candlestick Park. And I took this photo with a disposable camera. Yeah, dude. I took that photo. I was 10 years old. Or no, I was 11. Wait, no. I was 12. I don't know. Candlestick Park. T.O. Jerry Rice. Running right past me. Mariucci standing there right behind T.O. That might be Steve Young over there warming up too, because he was warming up in front of us. One of the coolest things. So my dad won one of those contests at the grocery stores where you fill out like a little form and you put it in the box. He won a Budweiser fan contest, and we got to go on the field. This was December 1997 against the Denver Broncos. Joe Montana's number was retired at halftime. So while I took this picture, Dwight Clark was in a trench coat right by me. My dad kept trying to force me to get his autograph, and I didn't want to bother him. And Jerry Rice was returning from injury. He was out a lot of the season. He was returning from injury this night. And then after this, we ended up going to our seats, which were end zone seats on the other side. Actually, where you're looking, it would be that way. The end zone seats under the scoreboard. And Jerry Rice caught a touchdown right in front of us, but he landed on his knee and got re-injured. But yeah, this was super cool. I got some other pictures from this day also because I took the disposable camera, took a bunch of pictures. I will show you guys at some point when I find them. But I remember at one point, kind of like this, all the linemen jogged by us, and it felt like the earth was shaking. It was such a powerful moment as a kid to actually see NFL linemen right in front of you. It's like, oh my God, these guys are the biggest human beings ever. Yes, I went to that game. And I was sick as a dog, folks. I was sick as a dog. So before the game, outside they had this tent. If you guys remember, when you went into the gates of Candlestick, in the right in the middle, there was a big courtyard. They had a portable tent, like big, event tent set up with a bunch of tables inside and all the free food you could eat for winning the contest. And they had like bratwurst, sausages, hot dogs, everything you could think of, all for free. I didn't eat any of it because I was sick as a dog. And I wasn't like a cold sick. It was my stomach. My stomach was upset. And I had a bottle of Tums chewables. I was eating those Tums like candy the whole game. I finished like a whole bottle of Tums. Almost. Probably not the whole bottle. I might have died. But I was eating Tums like candy. I made it through the whole game. Now, I remember we were sitting there in the end zone. When Jerry Rice caught the touchdown, everyone jumped up. I jumped out of my seat and immediately fell back into my seat. And I was like, oh. But guess what? He didn't drop out of the race. He made it through the whole game. He went home that night and he threw up Tums all night long. That's what he did. But he made it through the game and he got this wonderful photo of T.O. and Jerry Rice jogging past them before a wonderful Monday night game where the 49ers defeated the Denver Broncos, who went on to win the Super Bowl with John Elway. So, yep. Great memory. Great memory. I think that was all the cool pictures I just found that I wanted to show you. Oh, one more. In the locker room at Candlestick, as you can see, I'm wearing my favorite Nike hat at the time and Jerry Rice jersey. That's my little sister next to me. Yeah, this is in the locker room. Now, I wish I could go back and see a lot of this because obviously when the Giants moved out, a lot of this changed. And this was around the same time. This is like 96, 97, maybe 98. I don't think so, though. I think it was before that. So the Giants were still there at Candlestick. And by the time I ever got to go in the locker rooms again, it was years later. The Giants were long gone. So all this Giants stuff was mostly gone. But yeah, this was during Fan Fest, by the way. And they used to let you, wander around, take tours. I also, this Fan Fest, I kicked a field goal and I made it. Okay? Now, all right, maybe it was an extra point. Okay? It was very close. It was like at the 2-yard line. Okay? But I still kicked it and I made it in. And I'm so proud because I'm not a good kicker. I'm terrible at soccer. I've never been a good kicker. Right? Came across the channel before the pandemic, so the Knights Ferry wooden covered bridge. Rip Hauser. Thank you, Nick. I love that video. Hoping to get back to Gold Country soon and do some more Gold Country videos. I got some cool stuff on the way. In fact, and I've made a decree. Yes, we talk a lot about sports. I got a picture of me at Candlestick right here. I'm wearing a sports hat. I'm surrounded by sports stuff. But in 2025, I want to find more balance and do more history videos like that Knights Ferry video. And also that Knights Ferry bridge is now closed to foot traffic. So I'm very happy that I got out there and I made that video when I did. And I hope at some point they reopen it to foot traffic. And I still got to go back and do a whole Knights Ferry video about the town itself and the murder mystery surrounding that town. Actually, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll do that soon. I got to get out to Gold Country and do some more videos. But 2025, I'm hoping to do more history stuff. Because that's what really makes me happy. That's my favorite videos. I still look the same. Wait. Something like that, He's a serious man, folks. All right. Now, look, I showed you guys the drip. I showed you guys the new Grails. We talked about Grails. We had a very fruitful night. I will show you guys the shadow box results and the whole thing, the whole process. Just need my Rickwood dirt. I showed you the Allen Iverson, the Latrell Sprewell stuff. I showed you the Birmingham Black Barons patch from their 1948 jerseys. I showed you the Candlestick Park model. Look, we had a great start to 2025. Let's keep it up. Okay, if you need to book Willie Mays, let me know. Okay. Peace Tea, not sponsored, but it can be. Business email in the description if any of the fine folks at Peace Tea are watching. Right? You're losing out on revenue here. We had a great 2025, or beginning to 2025, besides sports, because all my teams suck. Okay? More history this year, hopefully. Like I said, 3 Disneyland videos being worked on right now. I appreciate you guys. If you won any of the giveaway items last week, bear with me. They're set aside. Make sure you've sent me your address, and I will get them out as soon as I can. I really appreciate you guys, and I'm getting close to a decade on this channel. A decade. And I'm better than Kai Cenat, dude. Okay, so look, that's just what it is. I don't think Kai Cenat has an inaugural season Pac Bell Park pin. I don't think he does. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he does, but I don't think he does. Okay, I don't think he has a hiking stick medallion for Tannehill State Park, McCalla, Alabama. I don't think he has that. I could be wrong. Maybe he does, but I don't think Kai Cenat has a light up ice cube that he got with his niece at Disneyland, and she's the light of his life, and they had an amazing trip to Disneyland. There's going to be 3 videos about it coming soon, hopefully, because he's working on them now, but he also filmed 6 hours of footage, and he's got to edit it all, so that's why it's probably going to be 3 separate videos. And now he's seeing that this light is not as bright as it usually is, and that worries him because he's not sure if he can replace the batteries, and that's very important to him. Let's make 2025 a wonderful one. I will be at Giants Fan Fest. I will be at Oakland Fans Fest. I will be announcing more stuff I'll be doing. Like I said, I definitely want to swing the balance back because last year was so much sports. I want to swing the balance back, do a lot more history this year. Sports as well, of course. Dude, that's what I'm talking about. We're coming for all of them, okay? Join the Discord if you want some laughs and gags and giggles, and we share cool finds like I did tonight. We share our grails. We share, Bay Area Throwbacks shared his bobbleheads he got today. Join the Discord. And, Gabe sent this. I just saw it right now. Gabe sent another shadow box that he has because he wanted to get in on the action. Right? Because that's his best friend. But this is another shadow box that he made. Right? Because that's his best friend right there. So, yeah. Let's make 2025 a good one. Join the Discord. We argue Warriors versus Kings constantly. I appreciate you guys. I can't wait to see what 2025 has in store. Hopefully, it's not like a bus hitting me or a piano falling out of the sky, right? Because I was afraid, what if I say that? I start the first live stream of the year off and I say, 2025 is making a good one, let's do this. And then my plane crashes and then everyone watches back. Ooh, isn't that creepy? He said, let's have a good 2025. And then he ended up decapitated. Right? I'm a realist, dude. I'm a serious man. But I'm not dropping out of the race, folks. 2025. Let's see how this Frontier Airlines Go Wild Pass serves the channel so I can go film stuff. I appreciate you guys. Love you. Join the Discord. Something or Other Tours Now Variety. Like, subscribe, share, do all the cool things cool kids do. Vertlife, coming off the bench like Kaminga. Everyone have a good week. Join the Discord. All right. Love you. Vertlife forever and ever. And yeah. Go Warriors.